Good evening, everyone, and welcome. WE's coverage of Berks County High School basketball has reached the district championships. And tonight it is the girls' 6A final. It is the Wilson Bulldogs taking on the Dallastown Wildcats. The Wildcats, the 3 seed. The Bulldogs are the 4 seed. Dallastown 24-3 overall in the season. Wilson is 26-2. These two teams have already punched their ticket into next week's state playoff tournament. Not thinking about that right now. District gold on the line tonight. And the Bulldogs and the Wildcats are squaring off. That's our high school basketball game tonight, presented by Savage Auto Group, and it is live, not only on the radio, but if you haven't found it yet, make sure you do. It is available for you to watch our free stream tonight and tomorrow night's district championship as well. Able to watch it for free on our YouTube channel. That's 8:30 WEEU Sports. We're going to take a timeout. We're back with our Shell's Restaurant, Dairy Swirl, and Miniature Golf pregame show from Lancaster County right after this.
Hi, I'm Mike Kuhn with Kuhn Funeral Homes. Since 1937, our family has been committed to serving our community. We now have 3 active generations, as I have the honor of working with my father and son. With 5 convenient locations to serve our neighbors, Kuhn Funeral Homes continues to dedicate our family to your family. Thank you for believing in us, and we promise to always be there for you.
Updating your furniture and appliances? The Habitat for Humanity Restore of Berks County can help. The Restore offers free pickup of your gently used furniture and appliances from your Berks County home. We offer convenient scheduling for our free pickups through our website, restoreberks.org. Located at 5370 Allentown Pike in Temple, the Restore is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays through Saturdays. You might just find that special thing to tie the room together at the Restore. Support your community with your donation to the Habitat for Humanity Restore of Berks County.
UECU is a credit union that understands Pennsylvania, what it means to grow up here, raise a family, start a business. And we're committed to being your financial partner for life. With competitive rates, exclusive member discounts, and modern technology, UECU offers personalized banking that will make you feel right at home. Visit bankingforpa.org and sign up for UECU membership through our partner association, the Pennsylvania Consumer Council. UECU, banking that understands home.
For over 50 years, Redner's Markets has been committed to delivering quality, freshness, and value to the communities we serve. From farm fresh local produce and quality meats to everyday grocery essentials, Redner's helps families put great meals on the table at prices they can trust. Shop smart, eat well, and save every day with Redner's Markets. Family owned, community focused, and proudly serving our neighbors since 1970.
Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Shell's Restaurant, Dairy Swirl, and Miniature Golf. Fuel up for game day with their delicious burgers, their hot dogs, fried chicken, barbecue sandwiches, french fries, and, of course, ice cream. When basketball season ends, come visit their 27-hole miniature golf course. It is a Berks County staple. Visit Shell's on the 5th Street Highway in Temple. Alongside Rich Garcella, my name is Bob McCool. Tonight we are at Manheim Township High School, the home of the Blue Streaks. But tonight it is the home of the District 3 6A championship game for the girls. Dallastown and Wilson squaring off. Wildcats out of the York Adams League. They lost 3 times this season, twice to division rival Red Lion, and also in the York Adams semifinals to York Suburban, who is playing in the District 3 5A championship tonight. The Bulldogs have 2 losses on the season, but none of them have come in 2026. The Bulldogs are unbeaten since the calendar flipped. In fact, it's an 18-game winning streak going on right now for Wilson. The last time the Bulldogs lost, Rich, was December 22nd, and it happened to be against the Dallastown Wildcats.
Yeah, it has been a while. It's been more than 2 months, actually.
You were waiting for Santa to come.
Yeah, I was waiting to – I was trying to pack for the pinstripe ball.
That's true,
warm
you were.
Clothing.
Yeah, you didn't have enough layers.
No, that's true. This is a great matchup. It's not 1 and 2. It's 3 and 4. In the 6A field. Dallastown's the defending champion. They played earlier this season at Dallastown, 49-38 win for the Wildcats. But remember this, Kaylani Hardy, the Berks Girls Player of the Year, did not play in that game. She is here tonight, and she will be on the court. I expect this one to be a very, very competitive game.
The Bulldogs have not won a district championship since 2014. Well, up a couple weeks ago, we had said they hadn't won a county championship since 2014 either. They got that changed a couple of weeks ago at Santander Arena. and now looking to get the other piece of that puzzle changed as well with the district championship. Dallastown, on the other hand, is in the district championship for the third straight year. They lost it 2 years ago. They won it last year. They beat Redline in that district championship game last year, 46-33. However, a lot has changed for the Wildcats since then. It's high school sports, and so graduation is a piece of that. They lost some key pieces to the puzzle. They also lost their coach, Jay Rexroth, who had been at Dallastown High School for a number of years as both the boys and the girls coach, retired at the end of the year from coaching, turns the mantle over to Molly Day, who was a player for him and an assistant with him. And so she is in her first year as the head coach for Dallastown, and she has them right back here in a district championship. So it is familiar territory for Dallastown to be in this district championship. But the other piece of the puzzle for the Wildcats is a couple of freshmen have stepped in big time, including Denilah Handy, who will literally handle the basketball as the freshman point guard. And Wilson coach Matt Riquet had nothing but flowers for her when we talked to him before the game.
Yeah, he raved about her. Described her as an elite athlete and the best defender that he has seen all year. Now imagine that. Wilson's 26-2, has played a terrific schedule, and he describes Hardy as the best defender that he's seen. It kind of reminds us of the Berks Catholic boys. Kingston McCoy, who's now a senior, was the best defensive player on the floor when he was a freshman and has had obviously a great career. But Hardy, I'm looking forward to seeing her play, seeing what she can do. But yeah, you're right, Bob. This is they suffered quite a few graduation losses last year, Dallastown did, and yet they have found their way back into the championship game.
And again, the Bulldogs have won 18 in a row since that loss to Dallastown in December. And as Rich said, they played that game without Kaylani Hardy, their outstanding junior. It is a great balanced team. It's a 6-deep basketball team with Jada Lee coming off the bench. And that's the thing that, Rich, you and I have really admired about this basketball team. They are a group of athletes. Some of them are basketball players. Others are just athletes. And that is what, to me, separates them, because there's not a player for Wilson you can leave alone. You can't sag off of any one player for the Bulldogs thinking, well, they won't hurt you, because they're good enough athletes, good enough players, they can't hurt you.
Yeah, they have 6 players averaging more than 6.5 points a game. Let's just take, for example, Ryan Lehman, who had been struggling, broke out of her shooting slump Monday night in the semifinals against Red Lions, scored 19 points. That's the kind of production that they've been getting from different people. That's why Layla Jones is the team's scoring leader. She's averaging just a little more than 11.5 a game. They have terrific balance. They rebound the ball extremely well, and they play very, very solid defense.
We're going to take a quick timeout. We're back with more of our Shells Restaurant Dairy Swirl Miniature Golf pregame show. Rich's keys to the game, our starting lineups to get you set for tip-off of Dallastown Wilson Girls 6A District Championship when we come back on WEEU.
Savage 61 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is once again the #1 rated auto dealership in Pennsylvania. Thinking it's time to trade up for something newer? We offer the most insane trade-in values you'll find anywhere. Whether you're looking for a new or certified pre-owned vehicle, our dedicated team will make sure you drive away happy. Visit us today at savage61.com and see why we're Pennsylvania's top choice.
To find out how WEU can be your affordable advertising partner, call 610-345-7338.
Noisy, squeaky, or uneven garage doors? Do they snap, crackle, or pop? Having trouble opening or closing? Get a garage door tune-up now from Overhead Door Reading. For just $99, we'll inspect, lubricate, and adjust your garage doors so they run smoothly and quietly. Don't get stuck in the driveway this winter. Call today and ask for our tune-up special. Serving the community since 1965. Overhead Door Reading. We're more than just doors. OverheadDoorReading.com.
Welcome back to Neffsville, the home of the Streaks, and tonight again the home of the district championship. There was one game already played tonight, and that was High Point Baptist out of Geigertown, just outside of Berks County, and they won. Bit of an upset for sure. High Point Baptist beat York Country Day. Heck of a basketball game. They won at 51-49, so congratulations to the Eagles of High Point for winning the boys single A championship, and now it's getting set for the 6A title game. And it's time for us to take a look at our keys to the game. They're brought to you by RE/MAX Real Estate Agent Phil Macaronis. If you're buying or selling a home, Phil Macaronis is a member of the RE/MAX Hall of Fame. With over 20 years of experience providing countless buyers and sellers keys to their real estate transactions. Call 610-670-2770. Ask for Phil Macaronis, and they get for the keys to buying and selling your home. Dallastown, Wilson, and Rich Garcella has his keys to the game.
Well, let's go with the fourth-seeded Wilson Bulldogs. They will be the visitors tonight, and they will be dressed in red. The Wilson Bulldogs have to play disciplined offense and defense. Matt Riquet told us before the game they got out of their offense and defense in the first meeting with Dallastown. Became a little undisciplined. Second thing, Matt wants them to shoot the normal way they shoot from three, meaning they're averaging more than 6.5 a game. He wants them to also shoot well inside. And the third thing is poise and patience. They have to play with poise and patience because he described this Dallastown team as they do everything well. For the second-seeded Dallastown Wildcats, they'll be dressed in white. They want to pressure the wings. That means Ryan Lehman and Laura Krikona. They want to force them to put the ball on the floor. The second thing is they want to keep Violet Hauk from getting second-chance opportunities for the Wilson Bulldogs because Violet is so good on the offensive glass. And the third thing is that the Wildcats want to get to the free throw line. That is critical. In that first meeting back on December 22nd, Dallastown made 16 of 23 free throws compared to just 2 of 4 for the Wilson Bulldogs.
Now time for us to take a look at our Spotlight player brought to you by Huber's Auto Group. And tonight we'll talk about the BCIAA Girls Basketball Player of the Year in Kaylani Hardy. Huber's is the region's answer for your car rental needs, whether taking the whole crew in a luxury van to Florida or just a few days to the mountains in an SUV. Huber's stands by their reservations, ensuring the ride you book is the ride you get. Check out their inventory. Get a quote at HuberAuto.com. That's Huber, Huber, auto.com. And why Kaylani Hardy? Well, again, Berks County Player of the Year. The junior, as we said, did not play in game number 1 against the Wildcats. And Matt Riquet has pretty much settled in on whoever is the top player offensively, the top threat offensively for the opposing team. Kaylani Hardy is going to guard them. So we will assume that she will be guarding Ava Jamison, the top scorer for the Wildcats, who did have 25 in that victory. And again, that's 25 in a game in which the final score was 49-38. So that's a significant piece of the offense for Ava Jamison. So Kaylani Hardy has that responsibility in addition to being one of the Bulldogs' top scorers. Again, very balanced offensive attack, but she has not scored as much of late. Again, focusing on the defense, right, which is what they want her to do. But we also know that Kaylani Hardy is good, could go for 15-20 on any given night.
Yeah, she hasn't shot the ball particularly well in the postseason, in 6 postseason games. Laura Krikona is the Bulldogs' leading scorer in the 6 postseason games, followed by Layla Jones, Ryan Lehman, and Kaylani Hardy. And I know one thing, Bob, I'm gonna get Hardy and Handy mixed up tonight. I know it. Yep. I just know it.
Denilah Handy is the freshman we were talking about, averaging 13.6 points per game. And my original lead into the question that I wanted to ask Matt Riquet was, like, you got a freshman point guard, you got seniors, are you going to trap her, get the ball out of her hands? And I didn't even get there before he was like, oh, she's really good, she's athletic, and she's really good defensively. He expects her to guard his senior in Layla Jones. That's how much Dallastown thinks of that freshman.
Right. Now, I think in talking to Matt Riquet, it's very clear he has an amazing amount of respect for Dallastown. He has seen them play this year, and I think they played last year as well.
They did.
Yeah, so I think he knows what he's up against and what the Bulldogs are up against. They need to play well to win tonight. They aren't going to sneak past Dallastown with a subpar game. They have to play well in all facets: shooting, rebounding, ball handling, and defense.
The Wildcats' path to get to this district championship started with a win over Cedar Crest, 55-36. Then in the quarterfinals, they beat Governor Mifflin 63-35. And then in the semifinals, they beat Central Dauphin, the number 1 seed, 42-38. The number 2 seed. And then for the Bulldogs, they beat Penn Manor easily, 65-31. They beat Mechanicsburg, game we had for you last week, 50-33. And then on Monday night in the semifinal, they beat the number 1 seed in Red Lion, 50-42. So again, if you look at things and you like to compare scores, which you don't really like to do, but again, the head-to-head matchup, Dallastown won it in December. Since then, Dallastown's 2 losses were to Red Lion, the team that Wilson just beat on Monday night in the semifinal. So from a perspective of playing their best at the best time of the year, that's exactly where the Wilson Bulldogs are right now, playing their best basketball and winning 18 in a row.
No doubt about that, Bob. They had a little lapse in the second half of the championship game, the Berks championship game against Exeter. But really, outside that, they have played exquisite basketball in the postseason. And if you ask Matt Rickey, I think he would agree that they are peaking at the right time. This is exactly when you want to be playing at your best, late February and March.
And if you look at the 6A girls classification over the last couple of years, in the district championship games, the state championship games, a lot of the scores are just barely getting into the 40s. Defensive teams, good athletic teams, all of that, and the scores are predominantly lower. And the path for these two teams is the same. Dallastown's given up 34 points a game. Be the case here, but we talked about this, Rich, in the Mechanicsburg game. Wilson is a different out because of their athleticism, and that's finally how they got it going against Mechanicsburg. It was started to be that way for a while, but the Bulldogs, and it started with a Layla Jones steal and a layup going the other way. When they get that athleticism going in the open floor, they're a different level of athlete than most of the teams they're facing.
But not this one tonight. I expect this to be a pretty even match when it comes to athleticism. But you're exactly right. Bob, I wonder, the first meeting in December, 49-38, I won't say 50. I'll say the first team to 45 wins this game.
And that's what we said about the game against Mechanicsburg at 40. And Wilson was the first to 40. They were the first to 50 as well in that 50-42 victory. Time for us to take a look at our starting lineups. They're brought to you by Victor Emmanuel Beneficial Society. They've been serving authentic homemade Italian dishes for over 110 years. New memberships are now being accepted for only $10. The facility at 311 Hazel Street in Reading is also available for rental for private parties, banquets, and celebrations. Victor Emmanuel, Taste of Italy, right here in Reading. For the Wildcats, again, first-year head coach Molly Day, excellent player at York Suburban, and went on to a very solid career playing for the York Spartans as well at the collegiate level, now in her first season, and she runs out 24 wins in her first season as a head coach, 24-3. Ava Jamison, as we talked about, a 5'11 senior, 15 points per game and a returning starter from a year ago, along with basically all but a four-guard set with Cameron Strauss at 5'6 and a sophomore. Natalie McLean, one of those freshmen we were talking about, 5'6 and a freshman. Sophia Skovich, a returning starter, is a 5'7 senior. And then the freshman we talked about, Denilah Handy, 5'6 freshman, averaging 13.6 a game. McLean, the other freshman, averaging at 10 a game. For the visiting Wilson Bulldogs, Matt Rickey now in his second season in West Lawn, 46-12 with his 26-2 record this season. Violet Hauk, 5'11 and a senior, along with Kaylani Hardy, 5'9 and a junior, are the inside, with Ryan Lehman, 5'9 and a junior, along with Laura Kirkona, 5'8 and a senior, and Layla Jones, 5'8 and a senior. Jones at 11.7, Hardy at 11.4, Kirkona at 8.7, Lehman at 7.5, and Hauk at 6.6. That's the balance. And I want to correct one thing I said about Kaylani Hardy guarding Ava Jamison. Matt Rickey said that he was going to put Violet Hauk on Jamison. Jamison is 5'11", and Hauk is such a great athlete and such a good shot blocker. It'll be interesting because Jamison can make threes when they don't pull Hauk away from the boards a little bit, chasing after Jamison out around the perimeter.
Yeah, Violet Hauk is such a good defender and rebounder as long as she doesn't stray too far away from the basket. And I really expect her to have a nice game tonight. And I don't mean scoring, but I think she's going to control the paint against Dallastown.
We're going to take a timeout. We're back with a tip-off. Dallastown Wilson District 3 6A Championship when we come back after this.
Hey, Berks County, Chick-fil-A Catering makes game day even better. Choose from a variety of trays, including Chick-fil-A nuggets, mac and cheese, and chocolate chunk cookies. Perfect for your next gathering. Place your order through the Chick-fil-A app, online, or by calling ahead and pick it up at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant at Broadcasting Square, 5th Street Highway, and Exeter Commons. Take cooking off your plate and enjoy the perfect spread with Chick-fil-A Catering. Availability and order requirements vary. See restaurant for details.
If you are buying or selling a home, contact RE/MAX real estate agent Phil Macaronis. With over 20 years of experience and a member of the RE/MAX Hall of Fame, Phil does it all, from residential to commercial real estate sales. And with his large catalog of repeat and referral customers, you know you can depend on Phil Macaronis, no matter where you're looking for your next home. Call 610-670-2770 or call Phil directly anytime at 610-858-4555.
Temperatures dropped and my heating wouldn't kick on, so I called Keith HVAC Electrical and Plumbing. They had it running fast and at a fair price. That was years ago, and I've trusted them ever since. Heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, Keith does it all. Honest, fast, professional. They've been around for 30 years for a reason. Call Keith HVAC today. You'll be glad you did.
Keith HVAC Electrical and Plumbing. Quality you trust, comfort you deserve. Call 610-589-6461 or visit keithhvac.com.
The cost of feeding your family can add up quick, but so can your savings when you use Redner's Rewards. Earn deals on groceries, gas, and everyday essentials just for shopping with your Redner's Rewards card. Like 5 cents off per gallon of gas with every $50 spent. Just fill your cart with fresh produce, quality meats, and the brands your family loves, and start earning savings on groceries, fuel, and more right away. Redner's Markets, family owned, community focused, and helping you save every day.
The tip-off of tonight's game is presented by the Coley Insurance Group. Discover the power of choice with Goosehead Insurance. The Coley Insurance Group, locations in Muhlenberg and Wyomissing, a fully independent insurance agency with access to over 40 top-rated insurance carriers to ensure that you get the best coverage for the best price. Whether it's auto, home, or life insurance, they have you covered. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group. The power of choice is yours. Call their team today, 484-848-6088. Bulldogs in the red, inside to Violet Houck. Kicks it outside. Krokona for three. Off the mark. Tapped around. Houck keeps it alive. And Layla Jones runs it down in the corner. The Bulldogs get another look. Violet Houck on the boards, already making an impact.
She also won the opening tip, too.
Lehman drives, kicks it back to Houck. Up with a shot, no good. And she gets she's going to get the travel
She
first.
traveled, absolutely. I thought earlier in that possession she had a layup that she passed up. She's got to look to shoot if it's there.
Bulldogs showing a little 1-2-2 in a full court. Hardy and Jamison playing catch with it in the backcourt. Handy takes it across half court to the corner. And a three-point shot cleared a path, and missing it was Natalie McLean in a battle for the rebound. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to stay Dallastown basketball.
I think Jamison had the tie-up. No, excuse me. It was McLean who had the tie-up with Hardy.
So the Wildcats will inbound underneath. Delilah Handy, the freshman, in for the senior Jamison, right back to Handy. Hardy sags off of her into the corner. Three-pointer again is no good by McLean, so she's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. The Wildcats come up empty on their first possession.
Just like Wilson, Dallastown likes to take the three when it's there.
Man-to-man defense for the Wildcats. Houck out at the top of the key for Hardy. Guarded by Jamison. Now on the switch. Hardy goes into paint, and she's going to get tripped up and travel with it. So 2 travels and 2 possessions for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, she got it into traffic, and she just slipped. Lost control of the ball. That's a travel.
We have a little bit of a change for the Wildcats. Olivia Cleaver, 5'7" senior, is starting for the Wildcats. She had normally come off the bench for Dallastown. High post is Jamison, guarded by Krokona right now. And here's Handy, guarded by Krokona off the screen, steps in the paint, and gets the first 2.
Yeah, I would say she's pretty talented. That was a great move.
Comes off of a double screen at the top. Krokona got caught in the traffic, and Handy gets the first 2 points of the game. They try to go inside for Houck. It's well over her head. Bulldogs turn it over for the 3rd straight possession. Three-pointer from Sophia Skovich is no good and run down by the Bulldogs. Hardy in the open floor. Going to take it from one end to the other and finish.
Yeah, pretty move by Kaylani Hardy in transition. Bob, what Wilson has to do a better job of is stopping Handy. Stop the ball when she's going downhill. They got to get somebody in front of her.
Again, Jamison and Handy take it across the half-court stripe in the 1-2-2. Bulldogs recover and then get back into the half-court man. And now Hardy is covering Jamison for Skovich on the left wing.
Lehman on Handy.
McLean and Handy, the 2 freshmen out high.
There's a switch.
Now Hardy guarding And Jones now guarding Jamison on those continual switches. Skolich off the screen, has it, looks inside. They kick it outside instead. McLean will try another three, comes up no good. Rebound by Cleaver and home.
Yeah, Cleaver, the surprise starter, got the ball, the three-point shot hit nothing but the backboard, and she was able to put it back.
4-2, Wildcats back up on top. We are 3 minutes in. Lehman and Layla Jones outside. Lehman open in the corner. Jones couldn't see her.
Picked up her dribble a little too quickly there.
Lehman going to try to beat Skolich off the dribble. Can't do so. Bulldogs will show patience. They try to force it into the Houck. Poked away. It's loose on the floor. Wilson turns it over again. Andy up ahead for McLean.
Yeah, 4 turnovers. Too many.
But now Houck forces one back the other way. Good defense by Violet Houck.
Transition offense here for Wilson.
Krokona is good.
Great pass by Jones.
And a finish by Krokona, a little bit off balance, but she got it to go down. We're tied at 4. The athleticism we're talking about for the Bulldogs in the open floor. Cleaver for 2 from the corner, no. Hardy with a rebound. She wants to push. Up ahead for Krokona, has to run it down in the corner. Now the Bulldogs will settle in, looking for their first lead as we are about to approach the halfway mark of quarter number 1. District 3 6A Girls Championship game. Out from the high post, gives it right back to Lehman. Jones sets the screen for her. She doesn't take it to the hole, gives it up instead. Now Houck sets the screen and roll for Violet Houck. Traffic, and it's another travel.
Yeah, she took it. She did, absolutely. She didn't think so. She's asking their coaches what happened, but that was a travel. She took an extra step before she put the ball down.
Violet Houck out. Jade Lee, the sophomore, in for the Bulldogs. Couple of substitutions for Dallastown as well. Cameron Strauss checks into the game. So too does Riley Densler. And here's a drive inside.
On Hardy, I believe.
Handy ends up on the floor, and we'll see if it is indeed against Hardy. Going to send Denilah Handy to the free throw line. It is Kehlani Hardy's first. Bulldogs first.
Bob, again, nobody stopped Handy from going downhill. Somebody had to step in front of her before she got to the basket, and Hardy fouled her.
Just a 58% free throw shooter in the season. The freshman didn't look like it on her first. She had 19 points in the District 3 opening round win over Cedar Crest. A career high of 24 points. Again, just a ninth grader. Averaged 13.5 points per game on the season and a perfect 2 for 2. She's got 4 of Dallastown's 6. 6-4 Wildcats. Bulldogs with a basketball. Layla Jones hasn't looked for her shot yet. Gives it up for Ryan Lehman instead. Lehman beats Handy off the dribble, and now we're going to whistle on a foul.
It's going to be on Handy. Yeah, because Lehman was, yep, that's exactly who it's on.
So the first foul against the Wildcats is on Handy. So it's Bulldog basketball. 3:29 left to go in the first quarter. About the pace in terms of scoring, what we expect this to be, certainly for the start. Lehman off the dribble, floater in the paint, off the rim, no. Tipped around and controlled by Dallastown's Cameron Strauss.
Tough shot by Ryan Lehman in the lane, just didn't go.
Jamison hasn't put up a shot yet either for the Wildcats. Has it now, drives, a little scoop off the glass, no good. And Hardy rips down the rebound in a pack of players. Long pass up ahead for Krokona, too long and knocked away. It's loose on the floor. Lehman keeps possession.
Great hustle by Ryan Lehman.
Kick over for Krokona, thought about the three, decided not to.
Wow, they got to be more patient and watch their deep passes. Lee with a
strong dribble and a finish. Ties the game up at 6 apiece.
Go ahead, Bob, say it. She could start on any team in Berks County, but she's their 6th girl, man, woman, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. She's their top reserve.
And she is a heck of a player, and she's a strong move there.
Oh, what a pretty move.
6-6 as a result. Handy, little stutter step, trying to get by Layla Jones. Krokona took it away. Bulldogs back the other way in the hands of Krokona. She will wait for help. Tried to get it to Jones, and a foul from behind.
Yep, absolutely.
That foul is going to be on Cameron Strauss, trying to recover defensively for the Wildcats. Her first, Dallastown's second. Back into the game comes Sophia Skovich. Back into the game for Dallastown. Back in the game for Wilson comes Violet Houck. Kehlani Hardy will take a breather.
Interesting to see who guards Handy with Kehlani Hardy on the bench.
Bulldogs have not led this game as of yet. Trying to do so here if they could cash in on this possession. Tied at 6. 2:15 left to go in quarter number 1. Jones inside again. They're trying to really establish Violet Houck down low, but too tall.
Yeah, the passes, they can't force it inside. If it's there, it's there. But I think she might have been open, but Layla Jones just threw it a bit too high.
So 6 turnovers for Wilson, 2 of them on passes too tall for Houck, and 2 of them on Houck catching it and then traveling with it.
Yeah.
So it stays 6-6. Jamison poked away by Houck. Jamison runs it down back in the corner.
Jade Lee on Handy, by the way. That's a bump.
And
no,
they don't
she
call
got
a
away.
foul, so it's out of bounds against Dallastown as Jamison tried to beat Houck along the baseline.
Houck got away with one there because there was definite contact.
1:45 left to go. It's a mid-pen officiating crew in tonight's ballgame. Jade Lee for Houck and for Jones. Layla still hasn't attempted a shot yet. That's about to change. Her three-pointer is no good. Houck tries to save it but cannot. Ball back to the Wildcats with 1:34 left to go in period number 1. Tied at 6. Nyla Handy, Ava Jamison. She's only taken 1 shot so far. Averages, again, 15 points a game. Skovich. And around for Gensler.
It's almost like a weave, Bob.
Yep. Here's Jamison. Thought about it. Skovich will take it instead. That's well short. Long rebound right back to Jamison. Right back to Skovich for 3 again. That's again well short. Rebounded by Gensler, and it's an easy 2.
Yeah, just tough. Those long rebounds are they're just irritating because you have a player box out and the ball goes flying over your head.
Right place, right time was Riley Gensler to put the Wildcats back up on top 8-6. Inside of a minute to go in period number 1. Layla Jones directing traffic from the corner, from left side to right side for Ryan Lehman. Trying to get around the Houck screen, gives it up for Kirkona instead. Lehman, dribble drive, tried to get it back to Houck, and they turned it over again. 7 first-quarter turnovers for the Bulldogs with 30 seconds left to go in the first.
Bob, in some respects, the Bulldogs are lucky to be only down 2 with 7 turnovers already. Reminds me of that 16 points.
Looks like the Wildcats will try to hold for 1 here. They got possession with about 33 seconds left to go in the quarter. Now down to 12. Jamison a long way from the basket. And now it's Handy, the freshman, trying to get by Jay Lee. Step back, pretty tough, pretty move, and buried the 3. Daniela Handy with a step back 3 to beat the buzzer. And the Wildcats 11. Bulldogs 6 after 1. We're back with quarter number 2 on WEEU in Reading.
Spots Insurance Group is a proud sponsor of Berks County sports. We're an award-winning nationwide agency you can trust, insuring what means most to you for over 32 years. We specialize in auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Remember, when you think insurance, think Spots. Visit us at spotsforinsurance.com. That's SPOTTS, insurance.com.
When the pressure's on and it's time to make your best move, the Susan McFadden team with Keller Williams Platinum Realty is here to help you score big in today's real estate market. Whether you're buying, selling, or planning your next play, Susan's experience and dedication make her the MVP you want on your side. For winning results and a team that never stops hustling, trust the Susan McFadden team with Keller Williams, your home court advantage.
Welcome back to Neffsville alongside Rich Garcella. My name is Bob McCool. 11-6 Dallastown on top. Well, we started part of this, our pregame show tonight, talking about Matt Riquet glowingly talking about freshman Daniela Handy. And we saw it in the first quarter, especially at the end of that quarter when the freshman hit a step-back 3 to send Dallas down to an 11-6 lead to start the second quarter.
Yeah, freshmen don't make that move. This freshman, however, did. What a pretty move.
Jade Lee with a strong move to the hole. Shot too strong, however, and Handy has the rebound. 11-6 Dallastown, and they've got the basketball for their first possession of the second quarter. Natalie McLean, the other freshman, back out on the floor. Here's Jamison, guarded by Houck for Handy. Jade Lee gets screened off. Handy's free. The shot is no good. Another offensive rebound. Putback is no good by Kleber as she hit the bottom of the rim, and the ball came right back to her. So another look here for Dallastown, looking for their third shot in this possession.
Yeah, that time Wilson should have had the rebound. They had 2 players around it.
Jamison for 3, no. Tipped and ultimately controlled by Jade Lee. Bulldogs have it back. Layla Jones, Laura Kokona, Jade Lee, Kaylani Hardy, Violet Hauk, the 5 on the floor right now for the Bulldogs.
They got to be patient and poised.
7 turnovers and 6 points.
Again
forcing it in. Hauk taken away by Handy.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Handy from one end to the other with the reverse. No. Battle for the ball. It's a fight for it on the floor. They're going to go to the possession arrow, and it will stay Dallastown basketball.
That was Sophia Skovich in the middle of it on the floor, forced the hell ball.
So clearly the game plan for Wilson was to get the ball in the low post to Violet Hauk, but unfortunately for Wilson right now, it is just not working.
No, I mean, the passes have just been not good. Let's just put it that way. Inside to her.
Jamison trying to get by Hauk, gets poked away and fouled by Violet Hauk. Ava Jamison will look for her first 2 points of the game at the free throw line as Hauk commits her first.
Wilson has to be very careful not to allow Dallastown to get out to a big lead, because it's going to make it that much harder to come back because they're so well coached.
Neither of these teams are a great free throw shooting team. Dallastown at 62%, Wilson at 59%. Jamison, the best of the bunch, for the most part at 71%. She makes 1 out of 2 here. It's a 12-6 Dallastown lead. Quickly up ahead for Kaylani Hardy. Goes right at Jamison and runs into her. Offensive foul, Kaylani Hardy.
And that's her second. Let's see what Matt Riquet decides to do here. Great position by Ava Jamison. Drew the charge. Hardy with 2 fouls at the 6:40 mark of the second quarter. And here comes Ryan Lehman in the game.
Jamison, one of the returning veterans, along with Sophia Skovich from last year's district championship team. And showing her poise on both ends of the floor.
This is a critical juncture in this game with Hardy on the bench. This 6 minutes, Wilson's got to stay within striking distance of Dallastown. They can't let them get away.
McLean for 3, no, and another long rebound and out of bounds and a push in the process.
Yeah.
Cleaver had her hands on it and got pushed from behind by Jade Lee. So a foul going to be called on the scramble against the Bulldogs sophomore Jade Lee, her first, team second. And Dallastown gets another possession out of this.
Yeah, they're getting too many second chance opportunities. Great hustle by McLean, and I went, ooh, because she went crashing into the bleachers.
Yeah, she did. She's back on the floor, gets it inside for Jamison. Trying to get it around Hauk. Kicks it out instead for McLean. Drives, poked away from behind by Layla Jones. Turner up ahead. Jones for Jade Lee, runs it down and scores 2.
That's how Wilson has to score, in transition. Beautiful pass by Jones.
And Jade Lee with 4 makes it a 12-8 game. Bulldog deficit is 4. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Defense into offense by Wilson. Handy for McLean and around for Jamison. Freshman and then the senior. And then Skovich, the other senior. And finally it's Cleaver, the third senior on the floor. So 3 seniors, 2 freshmen for Dallastown. Skovich drives, kicks it to the corner. Jamison for 3, well off the mark. Another rebound for Cleaver. McLean inside for Jamison. Great find, and it's 2.
Too many second chances for Dallastown. Wilson is not getting to the 50-50 balls.
So it's a 14-8 Wildcat advantage. Lehman had the 3, decides not to take it, gives it up for Jones.
Lee has a mismatch.
Calling for the ball, they didn't give it to her. Lehman off the Hauk screen. Look for the screen and roll, it's not there. To the corner for Layla Jones, guarded by Handy. Hauk sets the screen. Jones is free for 3, got it.
Huge 3 by Layla Jones. We've seen her in the postseason come up with big baskets, big plays when the Bulldogs needed her most.
57th of the season behind the arc for Jones. Her first points of the night makes it a 3-point game. 14-11, Wildcats on top. Handy to the corner for Skovich.
Yeah, Bob, it just seems that Wilson's just a slightly tentative.
Handy with a drive and a pretty move, but she couldn't finish. Hauk with a rebound. Lehman up ahead to Kirkona, ahead of the pack, but the ball had to wait to get there, so Kirkona will tee up the
really
3
smart.
And ties it up. Laura Kirkona.
Timeout Dallastown. What a play by Laura Kirkona. She saw she didn't have the numbers, went back to the 3-point arc, and buried the 3 to tie the game.
Yeah, and you call it a little bit of play and passing for Laura Kokona. I thought she was going to wait for help.
Yeah.
She didn't wait for anything.
She had a watch. Nobody was on her. Bob Osamano's coming into the game for Wilson because this is a 30-second timeout. I'm not sure for who.
Dallastown called it 30. And so we'll see what happens. But back-to-back threes for Wilson. Layla Jones and then Laura Kokona. And suddenly we are tied again for the fourth time at 14 apiece. And the timeout called by the Wildcats with 4:22 left to go in period number 2.
Yeah, it's really important for Wilson to be more aggressive going after whether it's loose balls or rebounds especially. They're giving Dallastown too many second chances.
And they got no second chances on that last shot as Hauk came down with a rebound, and that ultimately started the break the other way. So 14-14. After the Dallastown timeout, they've got the basketball.
And Osumano is in the game for Jade Lee.
So Handy gives up the ball now and goes to the corner. Gensler back on the floor as well. McLean fakes the three, drives, gives it up for Handy. Jones covers defensively, kick it back out. Good patience by Dallastown. In addition to Gensler on the floor, Cameron Strauss back on the floor after the Dallastown timeout for the Wildcats. Gensler looks for a seam, kicks it back, ball loose on the floor, and Layla Jones comes away with it. Bulldogs again looking for their first lead of the night if they can cash it in.
Dallastown just got a little sloppy. Violet Hauk's got to go to the basket there.
Wide
open lane.
And did not opt to do it, but the Bulldogs still have the basketball following Dallastown's second turnover of this second period. Hauk, high post, back for Jones, left wing for three in the lead. No. Long rebound ends up in the hands of Lehman. Her putback
That's
is good.
What they need more of. Ryan Lehman didn't wait for the ball to come to her. She went and got it and scored the go-ahead basket.
Wilson on top for the first time, 16-14, with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Bulldogs weather an early storm and now have a lead. Looking inside, Gensler trying to get it to Jamison. Nothing there. To the corner for McLean. And back to Handy between the circles. Freshman guarded by senior. Layla Jones on the defense.
Wow, this is a very, very experienced Wilson team, too, by the way.
Jamison for three, well short again, but a bounce to the corner, and Handy is there to pick it up. A pretty crossover dribble into the paint. No, Hauk controls it back the other way. Outlet pass up ahead for Kokona. And now this time she will kind of wait for help as Jones is the trailer for three, but she. They say that Hauk traveled.
No, they're saying Jones did.
Wow. I was assuming it was Hauk because I didn't see Jones travel.
I didn't see Jones
travel. So I figured it had to be the other player.
No, Hauk stopped and passed the ball back out to Jones, who was open at the three, and she made it. But the referee called a walk. Wow,
The Bulldog faithful letting the officials know what they think. 16-14, we stay. Wilson on top, 2:25 left to play.
Wow, that play a minute ago by Ryan Lehman, that's the kind of plays that Wilson has to make. Be aggressive.
Inside for Jamison, but blocked by Hauk. Pass was too far underneath. I wasn't sure that Jamison would even try to take the shot. She did, and Violet Hauk made her pay. Blocked out of bounds. It's Wildcat basketball.
Bob, I think after watching almost 2 quarters here, if besides Handy, I think Wilson has the edge in athleticism.
Jamison, Skovich, Handy, Gensler, and Strauss, the 5 on the floor for the Wildcats. This is Ava Jamison. Handy, who had 7 points in the first quarter, hasn't scored so far in the second. 2 minutes remaining in the second.
Layla Jones doing a wonderful job defensively on her.
Skovich off the screen. Jamison with
Got
the
away
drive.
with a walk.
Little fadeaway off the glass. No, Hauk with a rebound. Ryan Lehman in the open floor beats one defender and now waits for help. And Skovich takes it away. Bulldogs turn it over. Good defense by Sophia Skovich, harassing Ryan Lehman and getting the ball back. Ava Jamison off her mark so far here in this second quarter for the most part. Lots of off-balance shots. And here's a steal by Osumano. One-on-one. Osumano, an offensive foul. Good job by Gensler to get back. And I think it was just more of the lowering of the shoulder by Osumano.
Yep. And
Matt Riquet would disagree.
Yeah, he is livid. Because that's a second basket. Well, it's actually 3 baskets that have been wiped out. 2 by charge calls and 1 by a traveling call.
You're listening to high school basketball at 8:30 a.m. WEEU in Reading. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Wilson's lead is still 16-14. Dallastown has the basketball. Jamison again for 3.
Nobody
that time,
there.
A clear look, shoulder square.
Nobody
she buries her
Nobody
first
within
three.
10 feet of her.
And that puts Dallastown back up on top. That the 40th three of the season for Ava Jamison.
Just the second basket of the quarter, both by Jamison for Dallastown.
Inside of a minute to go in the half. Wilson trails 17-16. They've got the basketball. Kokona around for Jones. Off the screen from Osumano for three, and the lead back. No, nothing but Wildcats underneath. 40 seconds to go in the half. Will Molly Day decide to go for one? She puts the finger up, says one shot. Can the Wildcats hold for one? They did at the end of the quarter, and Denilah Handy made it work.
Bob, this has been, we talked about it, with 6:40 left. Wilson was down 6 when Kaylani Hardy went to the bench with her second foul. They've done a nice job these last 6.5 minutes.
Down to 15 seconds left to go in the half. 17-16 Dallastown. Jamison a long way, gives it up for Skovich. Inside of 10. Jamison for three, in and out. Rebounded by Osumano with 4 seconds to go. Lehman across half court. Kokona, good if it goes. It does! Good. Laura Kokona with the two from the right side will send the Wilson Bulldogs to the locker room with the lead after 2 quarters. Wilson 18, Dallastown 17. We're back with our Lincoln Plumbing and Heating halftime show on WEEU in the District 3 Girls 6A Championship game.
This season, stick with everyone's favorite snack, Diefenbach's Kettle Chips. Legend has it Mark Diefenbach loved kettle cooked chips so much he turned his Berks County kitchen into the ultimate snack factory. Now, over 60 years later, we're still making that delicious PA crafted crunch with the same passion and quality right where it all began. So crunch into some flavorful Diefenbach's Kettle Chips today and snack on a delicious tradition. Support your Berks County community while purchasing great new and used furniture, appliances, and building supplies at the Habitat for Humanity Restore of Berks County. Located at 5370 Allentown Pike in Temple, the Restore carries brand name new and used appliances, furniture, home decor, and more. Many new items are manufacturer direct and are available at unbeatable prices. Stop by the Habitat for Humanity Restore of Berks County Tuesdays through Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or visit our website at restoreberks.org for more information.
Hey Berks County, Chick-fil-A Catering makes game day even better. Choose from a variety of trays, including Chick-fil-A nuggets, mac and cheese, and chocolate chunk cookies. Perfect for your next gathering. Place your order through the Chick-fil-A app, online, or by calling ahead and pick it up at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant at Broadcasting Square, 5th Street Highway, and Exeter Commons. Take cooking off your plate and enjoy the perfect spread with Chick-fil-A Catering. Availability and order requirements vary. See restaurant for details.
Your house needs to handle those frigid temperatures all season long. Keith HVAC, Electrical, and Plumbing has been keeping homes and businesses running smoothly every winter for the past 30 years. Plumbing, electric, and heating systems work extra hard while it's cold. So let Keith keep you comfortable.
Quality you trust, comfort you deserve. Call 610-589-6461 or visit KeithHVAC.com. Get Keith HVAC, Electrical, and Plumbing. You can't avoid the cold weather, but your home stays warm thanks to Keith.
Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Lincoln Plumbing and Heating. When you need a plumber, get a good one. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Lincoln Plumbing has the experience to help from a leaky faucet to whole bathroom remodel. Call 610-376-0863 for Lincoln Plumbing and Heating. As honest as their name. Well, the Wilson Bulldogs need a little bit of a plumber at the end of that first quarter because they were leaking a little bit with all the turnovers they had and all the second chance opportunities that were giving it to Dallastown. Bulldogs straightened out a bit in the second quarter, and they lead it as we head to the break 18-17 alongside Rich Carcella. My name is Bob McCool. Again, District 3 6A semifinal. And pretty much, Rich, like we thought, low scoring, good defense by both sides, opportunities. But again, opportunities aplenty for Dallastown because of their work on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I don't know how many offensive boards they have, how many second chances, but I will tell you this. Dallastown is 6 for 26 from the field in the first half compared to 8 for 14 for Wilson. So Dallastown has taken 12 more shots than Wilson. That's why Wilson has just a 1-point lead. Plus, Wilson has had 3 baskets taken off the board, basically. 2 offensive charges, one on Hardy, one on Osumano, and then the questionable travel call on Layla Jones when she made a 3 wiped off that. So, I mean, it is really possible that Wilson could be up as many as 8 points here at the half, but I think Matt Riquet overall would be thankful because they survived 6.5 minutes without Kaylani Hardy on the floor in the second quarter because of 2 fouls. They were down 6, and now they're up 1.
And you mentioned in our pregame show tonight that Laura Kokona was the leading scorer for the Bulldogs in the postseason, and she came up with 2 huge buckets in that first half. The first one followed up a Layla Jones 3 when the Bulldogs had reached their biggest deficit at 14-8. Jones cut it in half with a 3, and then Kokona hit a 3 to get it to a tie game. And it was ultimately then a step-back move. She was kind of waiting for the defense to come down, and she was ahead of the pack. Thought it was going to clear it out. Instead, took the 3 and buried it.
She didn't have the numbers. She realized that, and she just dribbled the ball back outside to the left wing, and all of a sudden she looked like, nobody's on me. Boom.
And
buried it.
And then at the end of the half, the patience to not fire the shot too quickly, waited, and ultimately hit the buzzer to send the Bulldogs to the locker room with a lead. They were down a point at that time, but Laura Kokona hits the bucket that sends them to the locker room at the break on top, 18-17. So Laura Kokona coming up with 2 big buckets in that second quarter, and she is Wilson's top scorer at the halfway mark of this one as well. 7 points for Kokona and an 18-17 advantage for Wilson. And again, Denilah Handy, as we talked about, as advertised from what Matt Riquet talked to us about the freshman, but all in the first, 7 points, nothing in the second.
Let's not forget the defense that Layla Jones played on her in the second quarter, because after Hardy went out, it was up to her to guard Handy. I knew it was going to happen. To guard Handy, and she did a terrific job, forced her into over 5 shooting. Let's see if Matt Riquet, maybe he puts Hardy back on her, or on Handy, or maybe he leaves Jones on her. We'll find out when the second half begins in a few minutes.
Yeah, and it's a little bit misleading because it's only an 18-17 game, but 13 of the 17 for Dallastown have come from Jamison and Handy, whereas the Bulldogs have 5 different players scoring as we might expect it to be. And one of the players who has not scored is Violet Hauk, who was off to a little bit of a sluggish start on the offensive end just because of a couple of traveling violations. They took her out. They set her down to bench, and she got back out. She didn't score, but she stopped a lot of those second chance opportunities for Dallastown and also came up with a couple of blocks.
Yeah, I think the strategy is sound because she has a height advantage over who's guarding her, but they've got to make better entry passes into her and get them closer to the basket.
That was part of the 7 turnovers early on for the Bulldogs, trying to establish Violet Hauk down low. Again, a couple errant passes, and then she traveled with a couple. Bulldogs got it straightened out. But again, the lead is just 1 with 2 more quarters left to play. 18-17, Wilson on top. We'll take a timeout. We're back with more of our Lincoln Plumbing halftime show after this.
Savage 61 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is once again the #1 rated auto dealership in Pennsylvania. Thinking it's time to trade up for something newer? We offer the most insane trade-in values you'll find anywhere. Whether you're looking for a new or certified pre-owned vehicle, our dedicated team will make sure you drive away happy. Visit us today at savage61.com and see why we're Pennsylvania's top choice.
To find out how WEEU can be your affordable advertising partner, call 610-345-7338.
Spots Insurance Group is a proud sponsor of Berks County sports. We're an award-winning nationwide agency you can trust, insuring what means most to you for over 32 years. We specialize in auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Remember, when you think insurance, think Spots. Visit us at spotsforinsurance.com. That's SPOTTS, 4, insurance.com.
When the pressure's on and it's time to make your best move, the Susan McFadden team with Keller Williams Platinum Realty is here to help you score big in today's real estate market. Whether you're buying, selling, or planning your next play, Susan's experience and dedication make her the MVP you want on your side. For winning results and a team that never stops hustling, trust the Susan McFadden team with Keller Williams, your home court advantage.
More high school basketball presented by Savage Auto Group tomorrow night. District 3 4A championship game. The much anticipated Berks Catholic Bishop McDevitt showdown. The 1 against the 2 seeds in the 4A bracket. Berks Catholic the 1, Bishop McDevitt the 2. It's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from Garden Spot High School in New Holland. We'll be on the air live at 6:45, both on the radio and our free video stream as well. Berks Catholic and Bishop McDevitt tomorrow night, again, 6:45 here with WEU. These two teams obviously are going to go into the state tournament. The winner of this game takes on the winner of the game being played tonight, the District 1 11 seed. That's either Conestoga or Methacton. The winner of that game gets the winner of this game. The loser of this game would take on the number 7 seed out of District 1. That's either Springford or Garnet Valley. That game also being played tonight as well. So, again, the winner of this plays the winner of Conestoga and Methacton. The loser of this plays the winner of Springford and Garnet Valley.
And they'll both be home.
Correct.
Dallastown and Wilson both will be home next Friday night in the first round of the state tournament.
So, yes, the Bulldogs will be home on Friday night next week in the first round of the tournament, as will Berks Catholic. And we could have as many as 7 Berks County teams in the state playoffs, depending on how some teams do in a consolation game. The Wilson boys have already punched their ticket. They won last night. They are the 7 seed. They're going to take on either Newcastle or Upper St. Clair. That's the District 7 champion. They get the loser of that.
True road trip.
Yes. Yeah.
Across the state.
Yeah, I can just tell you this. Newcastle is much closer to Ohio than it is to
We
Pittsburgh.
have a final in the third place for a boys game.
Oh.
Schuylkill Valley Panthers bounce back from a decisive loss to Berks Catholic, defeat Big Spring 60-52. The Panthers are going to be the 3 seed out of District 3 in the 4A boys tournament.
Congratulations to Taylor Grimm and the Panthers. We've been really impressed with them, watching them in their last 2 games, the win over Wyomissing that we had for you last Friday. And, of course, they made a run at Berks Catholic in that first half after falling behind 16-0. Schuylkill Valley could have been looking for directions back to 61, and they fought their way back, made it a 3-point game in the second quarter before the Saints put them away in the second half.
And I'm hearing somebody telling me, a friend, that Exeter is on its way to winning, which would be a remarkable run as Kaylani Hardy scores a tough basket inside. If Exeter pulls off wins tonight, they will be the 9th seed, and they will qualify for the state tournament. And a real rarity, Aiden Dobble and Jaden Ware will play in 4 consecutive state tournaments.
And the dribble drive and the finish by Denilah Handy after Hardy scores for the Bulldogs. Handy scores for Dallastown and draws the foul. So an opportunity to make this a 3-point play. The foul called on Ryan Lehman.
Yeah, Hardy's so quick. Just
hadn't scored since the first quarter. Gets the first points here in the third and makes it a 3-point play. So again, she is a 58% free throw shooter. She's 3 for 3 and hasn't hit the rim on any of them.
Yeah, they set something up for her for their first possession of the half, and it worked successfully. Nice call by Coach Molly Day coming out of the halftime.
20-20, our 4th tie of the game. Jones inside for Houck, off balance, no. Ball loose on the floor, nothing but Wildcats underneath. Dallastown has it back.
Again, we said it. Wilson trying to get the ball inside to Violet Houck. She was open briefly, but then Dallastown double-teamed her, and she got off an off-balance shot.
McLean for Jamison and for Skovich, along with Handy and Cleaver, the 5 who start for Dallastown tonight, and to start the third quarter as well. Jamison with 6 points on the second quarter.
Jamison playing outside a lot. Man, having not seen them before, I'm wondering if it's to pull Violet Houck away from the basket.
That was the danger of having her guard. Here's McLean for 3, in and out. Houck with a rebound. Houck just reached over the top of Ava Jamison, gets it back for Wilson. Hardy in the open floor from one end to the other.
Oh, what a move by Hardy. That's the kind of play that made her the county player of the year this year.
Hardy saddled with foul trouble in the first half, taking things into her own hands here in the third, has the Bulldogs back up on top 22-20. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Kick out Handy, thought about the 3, decides not to, as Hardy back guarding her, gets her back in position. Kick out for McLean, off the screen from Jamison for Cleaver.
A lot of weave action.
And there's a backdoor cut. Handy stopped for a moment, but it works out, but she missed a shot.
Wow. Wilson got a break there.
I don't think Handy was expecting to get the pass, but it was a wide open pass.
It was a great open look.
Kirkona with an open look. No. Long rebound is tipped around, controlled by Skovich on the run out. Up ahead for McLean. Jones trying to get back and cannot. layup for Dallastown.
Dallastown beat Wilson down the floor in transition, maybe for the first time tonight.
Natalie McLean gets her first points. We're tied again. 5 minutes left to go in the third, tied at 22. Krokona, Handy gets her hands on it. Loose, and Krokona fouled her.
Actually, that's not a bad foul because Handy was on her way to the basket for a layup.
Nyla Handy with the defense that forces Krokona to foul her. First on Krokona, second on the Bulldogs. Skovich and Cleaver out. Strauss back in. Gensler back in for Dallastown. Tied at 22 inside the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Watching the District 3 6A championship game tonight here in WEEU. Handy from the corner, going to go around, go in the paint, up and through, and blocked and fouled.
Tough call.
That's on Hardy. That's number 3.
Yeah, Hardy thought she might have got ball, but the referees
I think
decided otherwise.
They're calling on Layla Jones.
Okay, well, that's a break for Wilson.
It's the third on the Bulldogs, but just the first on Layla Jones. Handy back to the free throw line. Shooting 2. As I said, 58% free throw shooter. It hasn't hit the rim yet.
Yeah, not in a championship game, though.
Puts Dallastown back up on top with another free throw coming her way. And that one is good as well. 5 1/4, 12 on the night for Handy. 20th time the freshman has been in double figures. Jade Lee checks in for the first time here in the second half. Ryan Lehman will come out.
Jade Lee momentarily guarded Handy in the second quarter, too. Let's not forget that.
4:43 left to go in the third. Wildcats back up on top, 24-22. Layla Jones, the senior point guard, missed her entire junior season with the ACL injury. So happy to be back out on the floor and riding this team and trying to ride this team to the top. And here's a miss by Hardy, but here's an offensive rebound by Jade Lee. Bulldogs with a second chance opportunity. Jones pinned in the corner.
Foul
and
on.
A foul.
Gensler.
Yep, bump and a foul on Riley Gensler.
Yeah, Wilson fans sarcastically cheer. That's just the third foul on Dallastown, 7 on Wilson this game.
First whistle against the Wildcats since the first quarter. And looks like Wilson's going to call a 30-second timeout. They'll do so with 4:19 left to go. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as the Bulldogs burn their first time of 5 timeouts. Again, 4:19 left to go in the third. Wildcats on top, 24-22. And it will be Wilson basketball following the timeout. The start of the second half is presented to you in part by Financial Planning Advisors. Their team of professional advisors can help guide your investment planning, retirement planning, or planning for the cost of your child's college education. Less than 2% of high school athletes receive a college scholarship. Financial Planning Advisors can help you plan for the increasing costs of college. Get Financial Planning Advisors working on your team. Call them at 610-376-6334 or go to financialpa.com. 24-22, Dallastown on top. Wilson with the basketball following their timeout.
Bob, we do a final. Exeter defeats Cedar Crest? No.
I'm thinking, no, Cedar Crest was
no,
at
no,
6A.
no.
Redland.
Redland, thank you. 56-45, the Eagles qualify for the state tournament for the 4th straight year as the 9 seed in District 3. They will go out west.
So after fighting their way all the way through the consolation bracket, Houck inside for Lee, blocked by Handy. Lee picks it up, no good, but she's fouled.
Great job by Jade Lee to keep after it and not put her head down.
Not sure if the foul's on McLean or Handy. They were on each side, and it was Handy.
It's definitely on Handy.
So that's her second. Wildcats second. Jade Lee shoots 2 for the Bulldogs. Lee at the foul line for the first time tonight. Makes it.
Yeah, what a job by Jeff Van Gorder. Exeter lost in the first round of the 5A boys district tournament, and the Eagles came all the way back, winning 3 games. Here's a steal
by
Layla
Jones and the bucket, and the Bulldogs are back up on top as a result. Layla Jones steals it and scores with it. The Wildcats' first turnover of the second half.
Wilson in his own defense for the first time tonight.
25-24 Bulldogs. Dangerous pass to the wing with Jade Lee closing in. Jones trying to poke it away from behind. McLean can't pull the trigger on the outside shot, but going to throw it in the backcourt. Once Jamison touches it, it's going to be Bulldog basketball.
She should pick it up because now the ball's going to be out.
Wilson will get the inbound and all the way down where they touched it.
Matt Riquet running the risk. He's primarily a man team, plays zone, and it worked for the first possession. Dallastown commits the turnover. In a zone, you got to be careful because you're prone to give up offensive rebounds. If they stay in the zone, Wilson has to do a good job boxing out.
Sophia Skovich, the senior back end. Hardy trying to dribble right into the teeth of that zone, and she's fouled. So Wildcats piling up the fouls here in this third quarter. That's the third against Dallastown.
I'm not sure if that's against Skovich. No, it's against Strauss.
So that's her second. Again, the Wildcats third, but they're going to say that Hardy was in the act. So Kaylani Hardy shooting 2. First, no good.
We saw High Point struggle at this basket in the second half of the boys 1A championship game. Missed a lot of free throws, but managed to hold on with an exciting victory. The Eagles with the district title.
Hardy misses them both. Battle for the rebound. Jade Lee
saved great play by Jade Lee.
Right off of Ava Jamison, and the Bulldogs will get another look on the hustle play by Jade Lee.
Lee she has a knack for doing the right thing at the right time.
Hauk kicks it to the corner. Kirkona tees it up. Buried it.
Great look by Violet Hauk. Finds Kirkona in the right corner. Wilson up 4.
28-24, second 3 of the night for Laura Kirkona. She's in double figures for the 12th time this season.
Bulldogs staying in the zone. Looks like a 2-3.
Skip pass to the right side and back to the top for Handy. Drives and throws it away.
2 turnovers against the zone.
And 3 turnovers in the quarter is going to lead Dallastown to a timeout. 2:47 remaining in the third. Bulldogs 28, Wildcats 24. Back to Neffville after this, so WEU and Reading.
Savage 61 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is once again the #1 rated auto dealership in Pennsylvania. Thinking it's time to trade up for something newer? We offer the most insane trade-in values you'll find anywhere. Whether you're looking for a new or certified pre-owned vehicle, our dedicated team will make sure you drive away happy. Visit us today at savage61.com and see why we're Pennsylvania's top choice.
To find out how WEU can be your affordable advertising partner, call 610-345-7338.
District 3 championship for you tonight on WEU. We'll have another one for you tomorrow night. Berks Catholic, Bishop McDevitt. We're live at 6:45, both on the radio and the free video stream. Hope you're watching it tonight. It's a good one between Wilson and Dallastown. Tomorrow night from Garden Spot High School, the District 3 4A championship at 6:45 on the radio and on our YouTube channel at 8:30. WEU Sports.
Let's see what Molly Day came up with during the timeout. Let's see if Dallastown makes any adjustments. At least defensively, it looks like they're going to stick to their man-to-man.
Laura Kokona, who just hit the big 3 for the Bulldogs, gives it up for Layla Jones. And around for Kaylani Hardy, along with Jade Lee and Violet Hauk, the 5 on the floor for Wilson. To the baseline for Lee, no good. Fight for the rebound, still battling for it, but on the end line was Sophia Skovich.
Jade Lee in the middle of a positive play for Wilson.
She is very much in the middle of just about every piece of action once she's on the floor tonight. And now Gensler out, back into the game comes the second freshman, Natalie McClain.
Hauk has a mismatch on her.
With Cleaver guarding her just 5'7".
Now that's why they may look to get it to Violet Hauk inside.
They've just struggled to do so tonight. As Jones almost lost the handle on it, regains it, drives, dumps it for Lee. Shot no good, gets her own rebound, back up and blocked. Taken away by Handy, and a foul on Hauk, trying to get it back. So the opportunity for the run out for Dallastown is stopped on the foul. Oh, they actually called it on Jones, so that's her second.
Okay.
Wilson's fourth. So the next one puts Dallastown on the line for the remainder of the third quarter, which still has 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in it. Dallastown with the basketball. Wilson with the lead, 28-24.
Wilson in the zone still.
Force it inside, but Hardy with the interception.
It's like Dallastown has never seen a zone before.
Up ahead, tough catch for Hauk. No, Hardy there for the follow, yes.
Great hustle by Kaylani Hardy. Hustle down the floor.
6 in the quarter for Hardy. The lead reaches 6 for the first time for Wilson. 30-24 Bulldogs. 1:45 left to go in the third.
This is almost like a 1-1-2. Let's see. Because Layla Jones was near midcourt to start.
Skovich from 3. No, well off the mark. Tipped around in the hands of Handy. And she will dribble out and reset. Picks up her dribble. Needs somebody to come to the ball. And it's McLean. And right back to Handy.
I don't think it's a matchup, Bob. I just think it's a straight zone. Just an aggressive zone, that is.
McLean can't get free for the three. Skip pass, but taken away by Lee. Jane Lee on a 2-on-1, going to take it herself and can't get it to go. It's tipped out of bounds by Krokona.
What a oh, man.
Golden opportunity for the Bulldogs comes up empty.
Going to put them up 8.
Ryan Lehman back in, Laura Krokona out with 1:04 left.
There was a trailer on the play. I'm not sure who that was, and I thought Jay Lee was going to pull up and dish it off to the trailer.
Inside of a minute to go. Bulldogs lead is 6. Wildcats with the basketball. Jones hounding Handy, almost took it away. Handy with a little bit of an elbow, and then Jones throws it back at her. That should be. I think that's going to be a T on both.
Handy he's pointing.
We'll see. Let's just see. Because Handy threw an elbow first, and it's whether or not they saw that. And then Layla Jones fired the basketball back at her. So let's see if they get them both.
It's again composure. So, Bob, that's not only a personal, that's her third, but the technical is her 4th.
Yep.
Just a bad time to lose composure. You gotta forget about it. You're playing in a championship game. Even if Handy threw the ball at you, you just got to ignore it.
So
and play
Jamison
on.
is going to shoot the technical fouls. And misses the first. Jamison scored all 6 of her points in the second quarter. Jones now will come out, Layla Jones that is, after picking up that 2 fouls on the play, the one on the bump and then the other on the technical. So she is out now with 4. Krokona will come in.
What if Jamie are these the technicals, Bob? She missed both.
Yeah.
Or is that
no? But she didn't have the ball, so she shouldn't be shooting the free throws. Those had to be the technicals.
So
Handy had the ball. So the foul was on Handy.
And it was the 5th. Well, wait a minute. The technical was.
They've got it messed up.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Just they're figuring it out.
Yep.
The foul by Jones was on Handy. Yep. So Handy should be the shooter of the free throws.
I'm with you.
Jamison should be the shooter of the technicals. Now the officials have to figure this out.
I'm with you on that. That's what I'm confused,
yes.
but I'm with you. That's what Handy should be
guys.
on the line.
There's 3 guys in a striped shirt are way more confused than you.
Thank you.
It's that simple.
They're still confused.
Yes, because it's a matter of who's shooting it when. But they had Jamison going to shoot all 4 of them.
Because as you know,
right.
the first free throws in a situation like that
right.
are the foul.
And
then the technicals.
Correct. So they can fix this, I guess, technically by having Handy shoot the 2. Because the Wildcats would get the ball at half court.
Handy's going to shoot these.
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, and that's how you fix it. It's just a different order. Right.
Correct. Because the Wildcats will still get the basketball. So after Jamison missed the 2 technical fouls, Handy now shooting the 2 personal fouls. She makes 1. And the second.
So it was 30-24. Let's mark that down. 30-24 with 52 seconds left in the third quarter.
So at this point in time, it's a 2-point possession for the Wildcats, but they can make it more here because now they get the ball at half court with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter.
This is a big, big play here. Wilson can use a stop and limit the damage.
The Jamison gets Halvin air, kicks it out for Skovich for 3. No. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds. They're going to. Hardy was there, Cleaver was there, and they say it was off of Hardy. Dallastown gets another look.
It appeared from our vantage point that Cleaver knocked the ball away from Hardy. Let's just say that.
Dallastown with 37 seconds left to go. Skovich, Handy, Jamison, McLean, and Cleaver, the 5 on the floor for Dallastown with 25 seconds left in the third. It's like Dallastown's going to try to hold for a shot for the end of the third quarter now. They did it at the end of the first. and tried to do it at the end of the
that's
second.
Exactly what they're doing, Bob. And Wilson's still in that zone.
12 seconds, now down to 10.
Let's see if the Bulldogs match up out of it, because I don't think they want Lehman on Handy.
6 seconds to go. Handy kicks it around for McLean. 3 off the rim, no. Rebounded by Jade Lee, and that will bring the third quarter to an end. We are going to the fourth. District 3 gold on the line when we come back to Manheim Township. 8 minutes to decide it. Wilson 30, Dallastown 26. Back on WEEU after this.
UECU is a credit union that understands Pennsylvania, what it means to grow up here, raise a family, start a business. And we're committed to being your financial partner for life. With competitive rates, exclusive member discounts, and modern technology, UECU offers personalized banking that will make you feel right at home. Visit bankingforpa.org and sign up for UECU membership through our partner association, the Pennsylvania Consumer Council. UECU, banking that understands home.
Noisy, squeaky, or uneven garage doors? Do they snap, crackle, or pop? Having trouble opening or closing? Get a garage door tune-up now from Overhead Door Reading. For just $99, we'll inspect, lubricate, and adjust your garage doors so they run smoothly and quietly. Don't get stuck in the driveway this winter. Call today and ask for our tune-up special. Serving the community since 1965. Overhead Door Reading. We're more than just doors. OverheadDoorReading.com.
We start the fourth quarter. Again, 8 minutes to decide the District 3 Girls 6A Championship. Dallastown won it last year. Wilson has not won it since 2014.
No wonder why Molly Day played for one shot. She knew she was getting the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Again, Wilson hasn't had the ball since holding a 6-point lead, and the foul and the technical on Layla Jones.
Wildcats with the basketball. Skovich for 3. Gets it.
Right corners.
Sophia Skovich had tried a couple at the end of the third quarter, came up empty.
That was her 7th 3 of the night. She's only made 1.
And Wilson will turn it over, try to get it inside to Jade Lee. Too hot to handle. First Bulldog turnover of the second half.
Yeah, I had them for 1 in the third quarter and 1 now. But the point is, they've done a much better job protecting the basketball here in the second half.
Dallastown now has it back and a chance for the Wildcats to regain the lead. Once down by 6. 5 straight for Dallastown and looking for more to take the lead.
I'm not sure Wilson's had a shot since being up 30-24.
McLean can't get free, gives it back for Handy. Kicks it back, McLean for 3 in the lead, no. Rebounded again by Cleaver inside, battle up.
Jade Lee jump ball, and it's going to be Wilson possession.
But Olivia Cleaver has done a great job on the offensive glass for Dallastown.
She sure has, Bob. She really has. I thought Violet Haug needed to be more aggressive there.
Layla Jones back in. Matt Riquet getting a little nervous with his lead down to 1. Will bring his senior back out on the floor with 7:05 left to play. 30-29 Bulldogs. They've got the basketball. So it's Lehman, Jones, Hauk, Hardy, and Krakona, the starting 5 out there for Wilson. Hardy going to dribble right at Jamison. Into the paint, up and home.
Oh, really strong move by Kaylani Hardy.
She has been an aggressive player to the basket in the second half. She's got 8 of her 10 in half number 2. The lead is back to 3 for Wilson.
Still in that zone. They haven't come out of it since they switched. Caused Dallastown some problems.
Wilson outscored them 12-9 in the third quarter. Jamison quiet in this second half. Gives it for Handy. Freshman keeping them in the game. Drives right into 2 defenders and gets called for the offensive foul.
I think so. Wilson coach Matt Riquet would have lost his mind if that wasn't an offensive foul call.
It's number 3 on Handy. She's got 14 of their 26 points and now has 3 fouls. Bulldogs have it back. 6:10 to go. 32-29 Wilson. Hardy going to go right at Jamison. Now kicks it to Krakona. And now it's back in the hands of Layla Jones. Off the Violet Hauk screen, nothing there. Hardy with a skip pass, a dangerous one, and Handy took it away. Handy going to go right at Hardy. Hardy has to leave her go, and she missed a shot. And good job by Violet Houck
Really
to hustle
good job.
down and get the rebound.
Really good job by Violet Houck.
Up ahead for Lehman and 2.
Basket in transition for Wilson.
Great pass up ahead. Ryan Lehman off the glass. The lead is 5. 34-29 Bulldogs. Second bucket of the night for Ryan Lehman. That athleticism we talked about in the pregame show for the Bulldogs. Handy.
Oh, that's a charge.
Another offensive
Absolutely.
foul.
Kaylani Hardy was there for ages. Hardy now handy with 4 fouls.
Back-to-back offensive fouls. She tried for the Euro step through, but went right into the chest of Kaylani Hardy.
Great take by Kaylani Hardy. She was there an eternity in a timeout for Dallastown.
5:18 left to play in Manheim Township. The Bulldogs lead is 5, and they will get the basketball when we come back. They lead it 34-29. You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Savage Auto Group, live on WEEU.
If you are buying or selling a home, contact RE/MAX real estate agent Phil Macaronis. With over 20 years of experience and a member of the RE/MAX Hall of Fame, Phil does it all, from residential to commercial real estate sales. And with his large catalog of repeat and referral customers, you know you can depend on Phil Macaronis, no matter where you're looking for your next home. Call 610-670-2770 or call Phil directly anytime at 610-858-4555.
5:18 to go. District 3 6A championship. Again, Bulldogs looking for their first since 2014. They lead it by 5.
Bob, I have an early leader for the play of the game.
Yes.
Kaylani Hardy's difficult drive in traffic. When the lead got down to 30-29, she delivered with that tough drive, put Wilson up 3.
The lead is now 5 as Hardy has come alive here. Again, saddled by foul trouble in the first half and limited to 2 points. She's got 8 of her 10 here in the second, including 1 of 2 Bulldog field goals, the other from Ryan Lehman on the run out.
Bob, it looks like, let's see if Dallastown shows some full court pressure. Nope, no, they're going back into the half court.
So it's Jones, Lehman, Hardy, Kirkona, and Houck, the same 5 for Matt Riquet, following the timeout for the Wildcats. They only have 2 timeouts left. Lehman off the Jones screen. We'll skip it around for Houck instead, and now Kirkona.
Patience. Wilson needs to be patient here. No rush.
We saw this against Mechanicsburg. They were very deliberate with a lead in the fourth quarter. Made Mechanicsburg chase him. Lehman for 3.
Bang!
Yes! Ryan Lehman with her first from beyond the arc tonight. 29th of the year. Biggest lead of the night for Wilson.
Terrific patience by the Bulldogs. They find Lehman in the right corner. Buries the 3.
Jamison to match it from the right corner.
Bang.
Yes. Ava Jamison matches it for her first points of the second half.
First points is the second quarter.
37-32 as a result.
And did Dallastown need that?
Lehman gives it up for Jones. See if the Bulldogs again just try and be patient and run some time off the clock.
Just they can't throw the ball across the court, especially in Handy's direction.
Yeah, she's been really.
She is really alert.
Plays like a defensive back, just lurking in the weeds.
No rush here for Wilson as we hit the 4-minute mark.
Lehman and Jones just playing catch with it on the one side. Now they give it up for Houck and Hardy on the right side. Hardy trying to go baseline, and no whistle. She missed a shot and rebounded by McLean.
Yeah. Jamison flopped, didn't get the call.
Handy from the foul line,
Bang.
yes. Denilah Handy with 2 more. She's got 16. It's a 3-point game again. 37-34.
Great response by the Wildcats.
High post is Houck. Still 3:30 left to play. Lehman goes baseline. Nowhere to go. Back for Jones. Fakes one way, goes the other. Tried to force it inside. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, Houck was being double teamed. She looked for her, but there was a double team led by Strauss.
Bulldog lead was 8. It's now 3. Five experienced players on the floor for Wilson. He's playing keep away. Running some clock. Lehman again looking to be the aggressor. Nowhere to go.
Great timeout by Matt Riquet.
I think Matt Riquet sensed that his team was in a bit of trouble. Lehman was pinned along the baseline with nowhere to go. And so he calls the timeout.
And it was intercepted by, her pass was intercepted by Handy.
We'll keep it here as the Bulldogs call the full timeout. So Wilson still has 3 timeouts to use. Dallastown has 2. No foul trouble issues at all team-wise. Dallastown has committed 2 team fouls. Bulldogs have not committed a foul so far here in the fourth quarter. So there's your reset. 2:58 left to go in the ball game. Wilson 37, Dallastown 34.
Just a wonderful job by Wilson taking the other players for Dallastown out of the game offensively besides Jamison and Hardy. None of the other Wildcats have more than 1 basket. The scoring has been done primarily by Hardy and Jamison. On the other hand, Wilson's gotten terrific balance offensively.
Hardy with 10. Again, 8 of them in a quarter. Kirkona with 10 on the night. 7 for Lehman, 5 for Jones, and 5 for Jade Lee.
Lee, the leading rebounder for Wilson with 7. Hauk with 6.
Cannot forget the big 3. 1 hit, 2 big threes really in this fourth quarter for Dallastown. 1 by Skovich, the other by Jamison to get Dallastown right back in this.
Let's see what Matt Riquet drew up during the timeout under his own basket.
2:58 left to play. Bulldog basketball, and again, their lead is 3. Hardy has to get it in.
Seconds.
Finally has to throw it up high, and Lehman out near half court has it. And here's the senior point guard, Layla Jones.
Handy honor.
Gives it up instead for Hardy on the clear out. Going to attack the glass. Kicks it out instead for Lehman. Jones fakes the 3, drives inside the paint. Shot is well short and out of bounds.
Not a good shot by Layla Jones.
Natalie McClain will check back in for Dallastown. Riley Gensler out. Little offensive and defensive substitution here for Dallastown, down by 3.
Layla a little impatient there. Wilson with a 3-point lead. They can burn clock and get a good shot.
Deniala Handy with 16 of the Wildcat points. Jamison from that same spot misses it. Here comes Layla Jones on a run out. On a 2-on-1. Jones dishes it off for Lehman. Has to give it back. Hardy, left elbow for 2 is well short. And controlled by Dallastown. Back come the Wildcats. Handy from one end to the other. Collision. And no whistle.
Call. Wow.
Lehman gets it. It's a good thing for Dallastown because if that was an offensive foul, it's number 5.
I believe that's why the official swallowed the whistle, because it would have been 5 on Handy.
So the Bulldogs have it back inside of 2 minutes to go.
Wilson needs to be patient here. The last 2 possessions they've been impatient and taken not high percentage shots.
Yeah, you're looking for layups or just a wide open bucket. And they have not taken them in the last couple of possessions. The lead is still 3.
Dallastown, no fouls this quarter. Let's see if they become aggressive.
So they can really overplay it here. They haven't yet.
And I'm surprised they haven't gone to a trap.
Lehman, baseline floater, no. Poked out of bounds, and it's last touch by Ryan Lehman. It stays Dallastown basketball. 1:29 left. It's still a 3-point Wilson lead. Jade Lee back in. They're going to get Layla Jones
out. That might be an offense-defense switch.
It's also because Layla Jones got 4 fouls. They always want to protect her for the finish.
Right. Keep her on the floor on offense.
So 1:25 now left to go. Wilson clinging to a 3-point lead. Dallastown with the basketball. Skovich at the foul line. Nowhere to go. Kicks it back for Handy.
Nearly a 3-second call. She was in the lane a while.
Right side, McClain for 3 in the tie. Yes!
That was deep by
Natalie McClain.
Wow, by the freshman.
37-37.
1 minute, Bob. Let's see. And Matt Riquet wants a timeout and putting Layla Jones back in the game.
Guts of a cat burglar for Natalie McClain, the freshman with her 51st 3 of the season, her first of the night, and we are tied with 58.7 left to go.
Just what we expected. A game that's going to go down to the wire. Bob, I think Wilson had the lead. They had the ball, and they became slightly impatient. Took 2 low percentage shots. I don't think Lehman's shot was that bad, but again, it wasn't a great shot. I think Wilson's got to try to work to get the ball to their key players, whether it's Hardy or Kirkona. To me, one of those two Kirkona hasn't scored since the third quarter. Hardy's been very good in the second half.
How will the Bulldogs choose to play this here? 58.7 is a long time to try to hold for 1 shot.
I mean, they only have 3 turnovers in this half. They've done a much better job of protecting the ball, but you're right. Dallastown's not aggressive, though. They're not they're crowding the inside. They're sagging, but they're not really coming after the ball, with the exception of Handy. So I'm curious to see if Molly Day fouls, tells her girls to be more aggressive, because they have no team fouls.
Correct. 37-37, 58.7 left to play. Tied for the District 3 6A championship.
Oh, man.
Force it into the teeth of the defense, and it's taken away by Dallastown.
Again, not open a timeout, Dallastown, and I guarantee they're holding for the last shot.
They tried to force it. Kaylani Hardy tried to force it down low to Violet Houck and threw it right into the teeth of the defense. And Dallastown stops the clock now with 49.9 left.
There was no reason to make that pass with more than 50 seconds left in the game, and you have the basketball, and they have to foul you. They have no team fouls. Force them to make plays, to commit fouls. But that was, it was thrown into traffic. Just not a very good decision.
And so Dallastown with 49.9. So even though it is less time, and it is a situation where you can think we're going to hold for one, it is a tough spot here to hold for one. Now, we'll also see, I would think, in the event of that, Matt Riquet comes out of the zone and goes man-to-man, because it's easier to hold for one shot against the zone.
Yeah, well, if they go man-to-man, then you know who's getting the ball. Handy. I mean, let's see what Matt Riquet decides. I agree. I think they're going to come out of the zone, because they're just going to hold the ball until
it's a lot easier to hold for one shot for 50 seconds. If they're going to play a zone, you can just sit back and let the clock tick down. So we'll see how the Bulldogs play it. Again, don't forget, Layla Jones is playing with 4 fouls, so she's not going to be able to guard Handy.
Bob, it's funny, Matt Riquet talked to us before the game about being disciplined on offense and defense, and I think he would agree with us that the Bulldogs were not disciplined the last couple minutes on offense.
So Dallastown has the basketball, 49.9 left to go.
And they are in a man-to-man.
Yep, and Hardy guards Handy. Giving it up for Jamison. Quiet in the second half except for one big three. Right back to Handy with 35 out between the circles. And now it's Jamison. One of those two you got to figure is going to take the shot. Back to Handy with inside of 30 seconds to go. And now 25. 37-37, looking for a district championship if the Wildcats can cash it in. Down to 15 seconds.
Here they go.
And they give it up for Jamison with 9. Houck guards are a long way.
Yeah, I might foul right here.
And Handy gets Hardy poked it away. That will end the regulation on a great play defensively by Kaylani Hardy.
Hardy made up for her turnover at the other end with the defensive play of the night for the Bulldogs. We're going to go to overtime.
37-37, 4 more minutes to decide the district championship. We'll have it when we come back after this on WEEU in Reading.
Hi, I'm Mike Kuhn with Kuhn Funeral Homes. Since 1937, our family has been committed to serving our community. We now have 3 active generations, as I have the honor of working with my father and son. With 5 convenient locations to serve our neighbors, Kuhn Funeral Homes continues to dedicate our family to your family. Thank you for believing in us, and we promise to always be there for you.
This season, stick with everyone's favorite snack, Diefenbach's Kettle Chips. Legend has it Mark Diefenbach loved kettle cooked chips so much he turned his Berks County kitchen into the ultimate snack factory. Now, over 60 years later, we're still making that delicious PA crafted crunch with the same passion and quality right where it all began. So crunch into some flavorful Diefenbach's kettle chips today and snack on a delicious tradition.
We head to overtime. District 3 Girls 6A championship game alongside Rich Garcella. My name is Bob McCool. 4 more minutes of basketball to try to determine this. Wilson and Dallastown tied at 37. Bulldogs had a 37-29 lead in the fourth quarter. Dallastown scored the final 8 points of the fourth to tie it and send it to overtime. Wilson controls it. They'll get the first possession of OT. Again, Lehman, Jones, Houck, Kirkona, and Hardy, and another traveling violation by Violet Houck.
Yep. No doubt about it. Violet Houck has not had a good night offensively. Defensively, she's been very good. But offensively, she's not had a good night.
So the Wildcats will get their first possession, a chance to regain the lead. Have not led since it was 24-22 early in the third quarter.
Wilson back in the zone.
McLean with the big three. Kicks it around for Skovich for three. Way off the mark and out of bounds. So both teams come up empty in their first possession. And Wilson gets it right back. Laura Kokona, Kaylani Hardy, the top scorers for the Bulldogs tonight, each with 10. And now we're getting a timeout called. Matt Riquet wants a timeout. So an early timeout in overtime. You get an extra timeout added to whatever you had left. So Bulldogs had 2. They're now down to 1. And the Wildcats have 2 timeouts as well. So Matt Riquet opting to use one of his 2 timeouts here. There's still a lot of time left in overtime, 3:19 to go.
Bob, I want the ball, again, I'll repeat, I want the ball in the hands of Hardy or Kokona if I'm Wilson. Kokona is 4 for 5 from the field. She didn't take a shot in the fourth quarter. And I just think she seems to be one of the coolest customers out there tonight.
Future Kutztown Golden Bear will be the inbounder for the Bulldogs, directly across from their own bench. Same 5 on the floor, the starting 5 out there for Wilson. High post is Hardy, turns and faces Jamison. Drives in the paint, off the rim, no, tipped around, still loose and eventually gathered up by Riley Genser and Dallastown.
You can see how that Dallastown defense just collapses in the lane when Hardy drives.
She was really good at getting to the rim in the third quarter. Dallastown has changed that since. 2 minutes into overtime, neither team has scored yet. McLean in the paint for Handy, up and under, but traveled.
Yeah, no doubt about that one.
Falling to the ground. Handy just tried to throw that at the rim, but traveled beforehand.
Tried to get the foul on Houck. Referees weren't buying it.
So still, neither team has scored as of yet in overtime. Tied at 37, 2:45 left to go.
Lehman handling the ball most of this overtime for Wilson. Interesting.
Nowhere to go with it. Gives it up for Layla Jones and around for Houck. Kokona with the touch. And back around for Jones and Hardy. Hardy trying to drive at Jamison most of the second half. Now they skip pass into the corner for Lehman. Off the Houck screen. Drive, kick. Hardy had thought about the 3, but Jamison closed out on her. And Wilson will run time.
Yeah. Dallastown daring Wilson to shoot 3s. They've made 1 this quarter. Great.
Lehman drives, but Handy blocked it.
Yep, no doubt
Playing
about
with
that.
4 fouls. Whew. Handy comes up with a big block to recover after Lehman beat her off the dribble. Cameron Strauss checks back into the game for Dallastown as Olivia Cleaver will come out. Still Bulldog basketball as we're about to hit 2 minutes left to go in overtime. Still tied at 37. Jones trying to fight her way around the screen.
I'd like to see them open up the offense.
Lehman for 3, yes.
There's the find. Great pass by Layla Jones to Lehman.
And Lehman now in double figures with 10 as well. More importantly, Wilson on top, 40-37.
And Bulldogs staying in that zone.
1:35 to go.
Nearly a steal by Lehman.
Back to Handy. Between the circles, freshman takes a look at her first-year head coach. Nobody's looked much like a freshman tonight for these two for Dallastown. And a first-year coach, Molly Day's done a great job.
She sure has.
McLean for 2 and a baseline, no. Hardy with a rebound. Kaylani Hardy pushing it up the floor.
Relax, no rush, no rush. Here's the double team. First time all night for Dallastown.
We hit a minute left to go in overtime. They find Hardy all alone underneath. Yes,
there it is.
Layla Jones with the find, Hardy with a bucket.
2 assists for Layla Jones, 2 big baskets for Wilson. Timeout, Dallastown.
42-37, Bulldogs, 52.5 left to go. The Ryan Lehman 3, the Layla Jones find for Kaylani Hardy's 2.
She also found Lehman. She drove into the lane and found Lehman. But Bob, Hardy was waving her hand like somebody trying to flag down a car. I mean, she was wide open, and Layla found her for the layup and a 5-point Wilson lead in the final minute of overtime.
The Wildcats overplaying the basketball out high. Layla Jones finding Kaylani Hardy. So the lead is back up to 5 for Wilson. But 52.5 still left to play, and Dallastown calls one of its 2 remaining timeouts.
I had been saying all night that Dallastown is daring Wilson to shoot threes, and Jones drove the lane, crowded in the lane, Lehman wide open in the left corner that broke the tie, and then Hardy with the easy basket to build a 5-point lead.
Wilson last won a district championship. There were still 4 classifications back in 2014. 2017 was when they went to 6. Bulldogs beat Dover in 2014. They beat Central Dauphin in 2013. One of their 2 of their 6 district championships.
Jay Lee in the game for Ryan Lehman.
Again, 50 plus, now 50 seconds to go in the overtime session. Dallastown with the basketball, Wilson with a lead.
Dallastown can afford to be a little patient, but not with down 5, and now it's down to 40 seconds. Handy
off the screen, 3 is no good. Hauk rebounds, ball's deflected. Dallastown has it back. Jamison for Handy, and 2, no. Ball loose. Layla Jones has it, and she's fouled. Stops the clock with 26.4 seconds to go.
And unfortunately, Dallastown, that was just the first team foul since the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so
they've got a way to go to put Wilson at the line.
Yeah, the strategy now is to get Wilson to the free throw line because they're not a great free throw shooting team at 59%. You got some fouling to do.
Yeah, you sure do. And it's not going to be by Handy, or it shouldn't be by Handy. She's got 4.
Lehman back in, Jade Lee out. Inbounds for Jones. They get it up ahead for Lehman. Lehman going to push it up the floor. Hauk will hold it.
Great decision by Hauk.
Run the clock inside of 20 seconds.
Make them foul.
Lehman gets fouled, stops the clock with 15.3 left to go.
Bulldogs can smell it.
Again, that's only foul number 2. So a long way to go for Dallastown if Wilson continue to run a couple seconds off of each play before the foul. Inbound in the backcourt for Lehman to make her go catch her. They can't.
No foul.
They can't catch her. She's too fast.
Down to 9 seconds.
Ryan Lehman, the North Carolina recruit on lacrosse, is too quick.
The scoreboard was so used to Dallastown not committing fouls. Oh, there it is. They have 5 now. I'm sorry. I was reading. Yeah.
Yes.
Now they go to the line.
So now Ryan Lehman will shoot 2. And it's been a problem for Lehman at the free throw line this season. She has not been a good free throw shooter, just 33%. Shooting 2 here with 9.2 left.
Boy, she makes 2 here. It's over.
It's right now a 2-possession game. She can make it 3. First, no good. 9.2 left.
Bob, and we were wrong. I'm reading the board. Wilson has no team fouls.
You're correct.
Now, Wilson should foul and stop the.
Yes, they can now do it the other way around as Lehman misses them both. 42-37. Handy across half court.
Let it go now. There it is.
Hardy with a steal, and that will do it. The Wilson Bulldogs have won the District 3 championship in girls class 6A in overtime. The final score, Wilson 42, Dallastown 37. A heck of a ball game and exactly at the pace of what we expected it to be. Good defense and players making plays when they needed it most. And it's Wilson who wins the district title for the first time in 12 years.
Just a great effort, just resilience. After they blew the 8-point lead in the fourth quarter, Ryan Lehman with the big 3-pointer that put Wilson ahead for good, and Kaylani Hardy with the layup. Layla Jones with both assists. Just a great effort by the Wilson Bulldogs, avenging an earlier season loss to Dallastown. They are the District 3 6A champs. Will play in the first round of the state tournament next Friday at home.
Again, against the winner of the game being played tonight between Conestoga and Methacton. The winner of that is the 11 seed out of District 1, and Wilson will face them next Friday night in West Lawn. They are district champions And we've got more work to do. Our Pizza Como Temple postgame show. Rich Garcella will be down on the floor having some words with winning coach Matt Haupt and our Reading Fighting Phil's player of the game as well. All when we come back after this on WEU in Reading.
What if you could have more Mike?
We had a calamity.
More Bob.
Am I going to remember this tomorrow?
More local voices.
You two really complement each other, and it makes for the great show.
And more of what you love in the morning.
Tell me more.
WEEU fans, we heard you loud and clear. So now you can hear Mornings with Mike from 6 to 10, followed by feedback from 10 to noon. More local voices, more conversation, and more of everything you love in the mornings. Right here on 830 WEEU, the voice of Berks and Beyond. Looking for the best pizza in Berks? Come to Nino's Pizza and Italian Restaurant, located along Richmond Street in Reading. Whether grabbing a pie to share before the game, getting delivery for the team, or you're looking for a real Italian dining experience in a grotto-style restaurant, put Nino's on the top of your roster. As the official pizza of WEEU's Slice of Sports, Nino's knows how to feed athletes and the rest of your crew. Nino's Pizza and Italian Restaurant, 515 Richmond Street. Call 610-921-2300 or visit ninosristorante.com.
Savage 61 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is once again the #1 rated auto dealership in Pennsylvania. Thinking it's time to trade up for something newer? We offer the most insane trade-in values you'll find anywhere. Whether you're looking for a new or certified pre-owned vehicle, our dedicated team will make sure you drive away happy. Visit us today at savage61.com and see why we're Pennsylvania's top choice.
To find out how WEU can be your affordable advertising partner, call 610-345-7338.
If you are buying or selling a home, contact RE/MAX real estate agent Phil Macaronis. With over 20 years of experience and a member of the RE/MAX Hall of Fame, Phil does it all, from residential to commercial real estate sales. And with his large catalog of repeat and referral customers, you know you can depend on Phil Macaronis, no matter where you're looking for your next home. Call 610-670-2770 or call Phil directly anytime at 610-858-4555.
The Wilson Bulldogs, their 7th District 3 championship in program history. They won it back-to-back in 1997 and 98, won it again in 2000, 2008, and back-to-back in 2013 and 2014. And for the first time since that win over Dover in 2014, the Bulldogs win the district championship. So they exercise a couple of ghosts in 2026, their first Berks County championship since 2014, and now their first district championship as well, as the Bulldogs will head to the PIAA playoffs next week. Next Friday night, they will play at home, again, against the winner of either Conestoga or Methacton. The winner of that game comes to West Lawn next Friday. Welcome to our postgame show, presented by Pizza Como of Temple. Pizza Como is a family-owned business going strong on the 5th Street Highway for over 50 years. Serving the finest Italian dishes, Berks County's best variety of Italian sandwiches, and legendary pizza. Right next door is The Yard, a virtual golf experience to keep your game sharp all year round. And if you love sports cards and memorabilia, stop in to buy, sell, or trade. Pizza Como and The Yard, 4600 5th Street Highway in Temple. 3 Bulldogs end up in double figures tonight. Kaylani Hardy with 12, 10 each for Ryan Lehman and Laura Kirkona, 5 each for Layla Jones and Jade Lee. As the Bulldogs balance wins out in the end, they also hold Dallastown scoreless in the overtime session. A 5-0 advantage for Wilson in the overtime session. An excellent effort tonight by the Dallastown Wildcats. They will take on either Springford or Garnet Valley, whoever wins that game, as the number 7 seed out of District 1. They will be in York County, the home of Dallastown, on Friday night, 1 week from tomorrow, for the first round of the PIAA playoffs in girls Class 6A. Last year, Dallastown made it to the second round. They beat Abington in the first round after winning the district championship, then lost in round number 2 to Cardinal O'Hara. Just from a frame of reference standpoint, the Bulldogs last year ended up getting into the PIAA playoffs as the 5th seed out of District 3 and lost to Archbishop Carroll in the opening round. So both Dallastown and Wilson saw their seasons end last year against a couple of teams out of the Philadelphia Catholic League and District 12. They'll take on a couple of District 1 teams next Friday night in the opening round. Our player of the game tonight is brought to you by the Reading Fighting Phils and their all-new Redners Event Center at First Energy Stadium. The R. Phils remind you to have your next sports team banquet in the R. Phils all-new Redners Event Center. banquet and meeting facility at First Energy Stadium. Whether it's a sports banquet, a wedding, a corporate meeting, or events of any charity fundraiser dinner, the number one place for events in Berks County for groups of 40 to 1,000 is the all-new Redner's Event Center at the R-Phils. Go to rphils.com/events for more information. And our player of the game tonight is Kaylani Hardy, coming up big for the Bulldogs in that third quarter. Wilson and Dallastown were in a one-point game after 2 at 18-17, and that lead was thanks to a buzzer beater by Laura Kokona to give them a one-point lead at halftime. But Kaylani Hardy, saddled with foul trouble in the first half, kind of took matters into her own hands in the third quarter when she consistently drove right at Ava Jamison, either trying to get her in foul trouble or getting to the rim, and she got to the rim. She scored 6 of the Bulldogs' 12 points in that quarter and ends up with 12 in the night after only scoring 2 in the first half. So Kaylani Hardy, our Reading Fighting Phils player of the game, and a big shot as well for Ryan Lehman. A great assist for Layla Jones for the 2 field goals made by Wilson in this overtime session. The one on the find to Kaylani Hardy, but before that it was the drive and the kick out to Ryan Lehman in the corner for a 3, and that 3 gave Wilson the first lead in overtime. Ryan Lehman's 3, her second 3 of the game, and ultimately her 29th and 30th of the season. But that 3 gave the Bulldogs the lead in overtime, and then the icing on the cake was the find as they were overplaying Layla Jones out near half court, and Jones found Kaylani Hardy underneath all alone, and the easy bucket to make it a 5-point game. Wilson holds off Dallastown, and they win it 42-37. The Bulldogs getting their medals, getting the trophy, getting the pictures taken, and Rich Garcella is working his way over to have a conversation with our Reading Fighting Phils players of the game, as those Kaylani Hardy and Ryan Lehman are down there. Rich, when you have them lined up, you may take it away.
Thank you, Bob. We're here with the winning Wilson Bulldogs, the District 3 6A champions. Kaylani Hardy, Ryan Lehman, they had the points in overtime. Let's go to Ryan first. What kind of play was that? Layla found you. She drove the middle of the lane and found you wide open. Was there any hesitation on your part?
No, I mean, it was open and it was electric. I think she got me the ball. It was a great pass, and I just had to knock it down.
How big was Kaylani's play, not just offensively, but defensively on Handy?
I mean, so important. I mean, her charges, she took like 3, and just getting to the basket so confidently and strongly. I think everyone on this team trusts the ball in her hands, and we want her to make buckets.
How did you recover at the end of regulation? You guys had an 8-point lead. You lost it. How did you gather yourselves during the timeout between the fourth quarter and overtime?
I think we just kept motivating each other. I mean, we knew we had to stay together to win this, but we trusted each other. We know we prepared for these moments, so we just wanted to go out there and finish it.
What does this feel like, being a district champion and beating them? Very good team.
I mean, they are a very good team, but again, we trusted ourselves, and it just feels amazing to finally do it for the seniors and everyone involved in this team.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm going to talk to Kaylani. How long were you waving your hand to try to get Layla to see you underneath the basket all by herself?
For a few, but there's a lot of pressure, so I don't blame her.
What does this feel like to be called a district champion and the first Wilson District Championship in 12 years?
It feels great. We waited so long and we trusted each other. We worked hard for this, and I feel like we really deserved it.
Did you get a good look at Ryan's shot that broke the tie? And what did you think it was going in right from the release?
Yeah, I was at the top of the key and I knew it was going in. I had so much confidence.
What does it mean to beat them? They beat you earlier in the season. You couldn't play. What does it mean to beat them? They're such a quality team.
It feels great. We know they're a really good team. They won last year. I feel like, we just had to play with our full team. We had our full team this time. It took a lot of hard work to get here.
And I'll ask you the same thing I asked Ryan. You guys had an 8-point lead. You lost the lead, sent the game to overtime. How did you gather yourselves between regulation and overtime?
We communicated, we trusted each other, we prepared for this at practice, and, we just put it inside of a game, and we worked, and we got it.
Congratulations, ladies. Go celebrate with your teammates. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bob, back up to you until I get Matt Riquet.
Thank you very much. That'll lead us to our play of the game, brought to you by Celebration Villa of Exeter. Step into comfort sooner, and March is on them. Celebration Villa of Exeter is offering you March for free but you got to sign up now. Comfort, connection, and peace of mind are already at Celebration Villa. All that is missing is you. Call them for information. Do it right away. Or schedule a tour at 610-370-2211. Celebration Villa of Exeter is ready for your next step. In this kind of game, we'll tell you what that play is. Matt?
Thanks, Bob.
We're
here with Wilson coach Matt Rickey after the Bulldogs 42-37 overtime win in the District 3 6A championship game. Matt, there's so many questions I want to ask, but the main one is, how did you get the girls to gather themselves after losing the 8-point lead at the end of regulation and get them ready for overtime?
They did that themselves for the most part. We talked about it before the game, about there's going to be runs, just two really good teams going at it back and forth, and there's going to be swings both ways, and it happened to us against them the last two times we played, where they went on a run and we started to press a little bit instead of trusting each other and trusting our offense and how good we are. So tonight they really did that. We knew there was going to be the runs. They bought into it. They stayed composed. And just all credit to them to calm themselves down and just trust each other.
Ryan Lehman's three from the corner put you ahead for good in overtime. Did you know right away that it was going in?
Yeah, she hit that shot at red line. It was the same shot. It just felt like it was meant to be. And she's, got an open look. She's not afraid to knock it down. And it was a huge, huge shot. So happy for her.
And the play by Layla to drive into the lane and kick to her. And then Layla had the assist against their pressure to Kaylani for the second basket of the overtime. How important were they?
I mean, Layla's been, especially in these really crunch time championship games, tournament games, has been, the person that calms us down and handles the ball, handles the pressure. And she had to play against an elite defender tonight and did a great job. So huge shout out to her. So happy for her and everything she's been through, the adversity, being hurt last year and coming back and getting this done. Just really, really proud of her and happy for her.
I want to get to your defense. I have a couple questions regarding your defense. You switched to the zone. Why did you switch? Because it was surely effective.
Just a change up, and we were having a little bit of trouble with their dribble drive, handoff action, and they run really good half-court sets and offense, so we just wanted to give them a different look to change it up. It was really effective. And we have really awesome players, like the tandem kind of action that they played. It's not something that we work on. Layla just said, let's do this. I like good basketball IQ player, and everybody else filled in around it. It was a really good change up for us.
And the defense in overtime, you kept them scoreless for 4 minutes in overtime. Can you describe that?
Yeah, just great defense. It was one of our keys of this game to have energy and effort on that end the whole time, and we just challenged them at the end of the regulation to guard. And it's cliche, but defense does win championships.
Matt, to win the league championship when you were expected and heavily favored to do so, to win the district championship as the 4th seed with this group of young ladies, what does it mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, I'm just happy for them. Honestly, I'm so proud of this group. And, I think we were the 4th seed, but I don't think that necessarily means we were the 4th best team in this district. I think we have a great, talented group that can compete with just about anybody on any given night if we play well and we come out and play the way that we're supposed to and play to our standard. I think there's anybody that we can compete with. And, a lot of credit to Dallastown. It's such a tough team. They're elite defensively, elite offensively. It was a great game. Hopefully the fans got a good game to watch, and I think they did in an overtime game.
Matt, you open state tournament play next Friday at home. Congratulations. Enjoy the time off. Go celebrate.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks, Matt. Back up to you, Bob.
Job well done. Matt Rickey winning a county and district championship in his 2nd season as a head coach. And just to finish it off, the Celebration Villa of Exeter was, of course, that three-pointer by Ryan Lehman in the corner. Layla Jones with the drive, the dish to the corner, and Ryan Lehman buries the three, her second of the game, and he gives Wilson the lead in overtime. The Bulldogs never let the Wildcats score in that final 4 minutes. They win it by a final score of 42-37. We'll take one quick timeout, and then we're back to wrap it up tonight here from Manheim Township.
temperatures all season long. Keith HVAC, Electrical, and Plumbing has been keeping homes and businesses running smoothly every winter for the past 30 years. Plumbing, electric, and heating systems work extra hard while it's cold. So let Keith keep you comfortable.
Quality you trust, comfort you deserve. Call .com. Get Keith HVAC, Electrical, and Plumbing. You can't avoid the cold weather, but your home stays warm thanks to Keith.
The cost of feeding your family can add up quick, but so can your savings when you use Redner's Rewards. Earn deals on groceries, gas, and everyday essentials just for shopping with your Redner's Rewards card. Like 5 cents off per gallon of gas with every $50 spent. Just fill your cart with fresh produce, quality meats, and the brands your family loves, and start earning savings on groceries, fuel, and more right away. Redner's Markets, family owned, community focused, and helping you save every day.
Welcome back to our Pizza Coma Temple postgame show. Rich, just some final thoughts before we get you set for tomorrow night. Tough act to follow for Berks Catholic and Bishop McDevitt, but you know what? Based on everything we're hearing, I think they're up to the challenge. But a couple of things. First and foremost, something that Matt Rickay said, and it's just a reminder. We talked about it a lot at the county championship for Layla Jones, the redemption tour for Layla Jones. Didn't get to be a part of any of this last year because of the torn ACL. Had to be a spectator. It's got to be an amazingly wonderful feeling for her.
It sure does. Bob, you know, she lost her poise briefly when Handy threw the ball at her. She got a foul. She got a technical. It looked like, ooh, that could be the turning point in the game. Dallastown tied it. But in overtime, she delivered. Drove, buried the three. She did it again. Faced the pressure at the top of Dallastown's trap, found Hardy all alone underneath. The two most important assists of the season for not only Layla Jones, but for the Wilson Bulldogs.
And again, this takes nothing away from Dallastown. They are a tough bunch and a tough out. And a rookie head coach. I mean, Molly Day's got a very bright future in this game as a head coach.
Yeah.
And the Wildcats will head into the state playoffs, obviously as the number 2 seed out of District 3. But from the standpoint of Wilson and what the Bulldogs are, I go back to the pregame show tonight. We talked about their athletic ability. Whatever 5 that Matt Rickay sends out on the floor,
amazing.
Odds are they are 5 of the best athletes on the floor. There's just no doubt about it. I mean, Denilah Handy is a great player and with a world of potential, but still surrounded by 5 athletes all the time.
Right. You take Handy out of the equation.
Yes.
And Wilson had a big edge in athleticism, but Handy, she was as good as Matt Rickay told us. My goodness, she's a terrific player. And what a future. She's only a freshman.
Yeah, so she will keep Dallastown around for a while. And she finished with a game-high 16 points, 9 for Ava Jamison. The other freshman, Natalie McLean, with a big 3 in the fourth quarter for the Wildcats to help send it to overtime. Again, Dallastown was down by 8. They scored the final 8 of regulation, sent it to overtime, and then Wilson with the 5-0 advantage to win it in overtime. That will do it for tonight, but again, more basketball action for you tomorrow night. District 3 boys 4A championship. 1 seed Berks Catholic, 2 seed Bishop McDevitt. We have it for you 6:45 from Garden Spot High School on the radio on 8:30 a.m. WEEU in Reading, and of course our video stream as well. Check it out. It looks good. I've been told it's on our YouTube page at 8:30 WEEU Sports. We'll have it for you on the radio and the free video stream as well tomorrow night, again, on YouTube at 8:30 WEEU Sports. That will do it for our coverage. Thanks to Tim Hollenbach, the athletic director here at Manheim Township, for his hospitality to get us set up. Thanks to our technical director doing a tremendous job tonight, Sean Tansey. And back at the WEEU studios, Matt Knob, keeping the show on the road as he always does. For Rich Garcella, my name is Bob McCool. Dallastown is now 24-4. Wilson is your District 3 champion. The Bulldogs have won 19 in a row and are 27-2. They win it tonight in overtime, 42-37. Thanks for listening and watching high school basketball on WEEU. We'll be back at it tomorrow night, 6:45, right here. Thanks for listening and watching, everyone.
You've been listening to high school basketball on 830 WEEU, the voice of Berks and beyond. High school basketball on WEEU is brought to you by
Savage Auto Group, RE/MAX Real Estate Agent Phil Macaronis, Keith HVAC, Redner's Warehouse Markets, Diefenbach Snacks, Habitat for Humanity Restore, Chick-fil-A, UECU, Overhead Door of Reading, Spots Insurance, Kuhn Funeral